scale it? Alright, here we go. We got the link. Alright. There it is. It says we're live right now. So what do I do? I email it? Yeah, no, we're live. Look.
Alright, perfect.
So what, do I email it?
Go on the computer and hit play. Just mute it so that we can see.
Right. I'm emailing it to you.
No, just text it to you.
Wait, can you like see me up against the screen right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're a little delayed, but that's okay.
No, that's just how it goes. Alright. We'll have to make sure.
We have one person watching right now.
You.
It's you. Is it me?
It's you. Okay. Oh, get the iPad.
Oh yeah. What's this for again?
To record for iTunes.
I don't know. Oh, that's right, Carson's.
I guess just sit right there. Just make sure you don't scream into the microphone.
Where's iMovie? Here we go. Griff, I should put on your side.
That does not look structurally sound at all. Hang on.
Oh, we got 3 people watching now.
Our subscribers.
Wow. Thank
Hey.
you. 3 people.
If you'll give us just a second, guys, we're just setting up the last bit of stuff right now.
Yeah, we suck.
What?
Oh, we need voice memos.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Hold your horses. What are you doing? We have 4 people. 4 people are tuning in to this
Hey,
monstrosity
hey.
of a show.
We're just getting underway. We'll be good to go in just a second if you'll just stick with us for a minute, please.
Before we get into basketball, can we talk about the meaning of life real quick?
No.
I think the viewers at home want to talk about it.
I don't think they do.
That's a shame. That's a darn shame, to say the least. What else is a darn shame? Shai Alexander's saying he doesn't want to play for the Cavaliers.
I don't understand that at
I
all.
don't either, but we'll save that for a little bit. I'm sure the 4 people watching us, including myself, are dying to know our opinions on that.
Here you go.
Now you want to find voice memos?
I'm not seeing voice memos right now. I think you have to buy it.
You have to buy voice memos?
Hey, there we go.
What?
Sure.
You really have to buy voice memos on here? Are you serious?
Well, YouTube's recording it.
Do you have a microphone on that?
On this?
Audacity.
Can you just use that?
Oh man, somebody tuned out. That's a shame.
Ah, hey, it's okay.
Because it's just our rambling.
Like I said, guys, we're just getting underway.
Yeah, just record with Audacity. That'd be fun. Thank you.
Can I go the whole time?
I think so.
Actually, to be fair, it kind of works better considering.
Yeah, that's fine. It's in the middle.
All right, yeah. I mean, if y'all are ready to go.
Yeah, I mean they've been ready.
I hope you all are ready. We really apologize about this, but
I hope no one's watching from the outside because we probably look like crazy people talking to a screen.
all right. Well, here goes the draft. So I think we should. If you're ready to go, then you're ready to go.
I'm ready to go, man.
Welcome to a very special edition of the Neutral Site. I am your host, Griffin Libbs. HP could not be with us. Kroger has him tied down at the moment. We're really excited about tonight because this is our special live stream of the NBA Draft, which is going on right now. It just started. Obviously, the NBA Draft, this is like Christmas for most basketball fans, and we're just really excited to be able to be here, have live reactions to each pick, and give you some of our not-so-expert analysis.
Well, I'm also really excited to finally be able to put a face to the names. I mean,
Yeah,
we've been
that's
talking
true.
into a microphone for however long.
Run
now.
away as fast as you can. You see your faces now.
HP's not here, so
That's true.
he won't break the camera.
Allow me to introduce my distinguished co-host. Right here, this man in the Kobe jersey, which you cannot see. Stand up and show him, Jared. Oh, why'd you shut that?
Hey, show them the socks. Show them the
Oh,
socks.
I can't get the socks.
This man is wearing Kobe jumper socks, folks.
To my left, he is the secret second-round draft pick of the Los Angeles Lakers. The 4th All-Star, which will be joining the Lakers this summer. He is Jared J-Rod Clemens. Say hi to the folks, Jared.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm glad that we're finally able to go live, as I said a second ago. Really excited to be able to do this, and I can't wait because I think the draft tonight is going to be absolutely insane. I already know of a couple moves. I'll give it up to you in a second. I'm going to let Mr. Libbs introduce our final co-host tonight.
And to my far left, the man in the Kentucky polo, the man who will probably spontaneously combust if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Kevin Knox does not go top 10.
Probably true.
He is Landon P. Carrico.
Landon P.
That's your middle
That's
name.
the SAT?
Yes.
Yes.
Gosh, I've never been called Landon P. Carrico. Well, anyway, I'm going to ignore that. Folks, I hope everybody's doing well. This, like Griffin said, this is a very, very special thing for us. We've been playing this for, what, the last 4 months now?
Since we
4 or 5
started,
months?
since we
Yeah.
started, pretty much.
So this is huge for us, and we'll be giving our opinions. Try to not take us too seriously, especially considering what Jared's wearing. But with that being said, we're going to be
You look
giving
like every Lakers fan ever.
Hey,
Like-
look, you know,
I bet your phone is just filled with nothing but photoshops of every NBA player wearing Lakers jerseys.
Do you?
that's not true.
I don't know if you guys saw a video. There was a video where they went to a Lakers game. They said Lakers fans are the biggest bandwagon fans of sports because they went to a Lakers game and it was ever since Kobe retired, and they went in and they said, "Who's your favorite player?" Or they looked at what jersey they were all wearing. 75% of the people, or no, it was 85% of the people said Kobe Bryant. They could not name a single player on that year's team.
You
except
love the
Kobe Bryant.
bandwagon camp.
You know what? If you all want me to, we have a little bit of time before the draft starts. I can explain my.
No, we're not doing that.
No, I didn't think so. I can explain myself. I'm not a
No, we're
bandwagon
not.
Lakers fan. So.
We'll just take your word for it. But anyway, as we said before, this is a really, really exciting draft. It's one of the deepest drafts we've seen in a long time. There's a lot of marquee players that could be on the move tonight, including Kawhi, Kemba, Kevin Love, maybe Hassan Whiteside. We've even heard rumblings about Karl Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins, those type of players. But
Don't forget former All-Star Joakim Noah could be on the
oh, that's true.
Yeah.
God help the team that takes that
Yeah,
contract.
really. I don't know how the Knicks
So-
do for him.
Either one of you two, whoever wants to lead off, what is the thing you're most looking forward to in the draft
Well,
today?
before we get into that, I'd like to go ahead and say that if you don't follow our Twitter, we do actually have some breaking news on the trade front in the draft so far.
That's right.
I had a
These
source.
3 idiots in a basement, no more than you do. No more than you, Wash.
I actually have a source within the Grizzlies, and he told me earlier.
It's Christian. He was on.
Yes.
It's Christian.
It's Christian. Yeah,
He
Christian.
was on our show earlier.
If Jaren Jackson Jr. is drafted by the Grizzlies at number 4, he will be traded, most likely, to either the Chicago Bulls or somewhere else. And I don't know details on the final points of that trade, but I would assume that Chandler Parsons is a part of that deal.
Sorry, I figured Carson would hear that, me clapping about a Florida player getting traded. That's not important. Folks, this is arguably the best draft class since, not arguably, this is unarguably the best draft class since the Curry class, and arguably the best draft since the 2003 class with LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, the list goes on and on.
As top heavy as that draft was.
I mean, let's be honest though, it's arguably the best draft class.
Kendrick Perkins was in that draft.
Don't get me started by Kendrick Perkins.
That man has a ring.
Yeah, so
Yes,
is
he
Brian
does.
Scalabrine.
Hey, don't make fun of the White Mamba.
The White Mamba does that by himself.
Hey, the red mamba.
No, he's a White Mamba.
He's a White
There's a red mamba.
There's no red Mamba.
There is no
There's a red
It
mamba.
sounds like a Russian.
There's a red mamba. I know
Red
it is.
Mamba.
Whatever. Sports.
Sports. Sorry. But anyway, no. This is something we're really looking forward to. Speaking of things we're looking forward to, what's the one headline that you guys are really looking forward to going forward with tonight?
Here you go, Ed.
With you.
I'm really looking forward to see what big name stars are on the move tonight. I mean, we have heard some rumblings about Karl Anthony Towns, and quite frankly, teams are looking to build super teams or completely tank to try to eventually follow the 76ers route. Because I think teams now are very hesitant to try to contend with the Warriors and what we've seen with the Cavs making the finals the past 4 years. Teams aren't willing to, or not a lot of teams are willing to invest the money it takes to sign big name players in free
Right.
agency. I mean, we've already seen that it's going to be a little stingy with the free agency contracts this year. I mean, there's not really too many marquee destinations. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what stars are on the move and what you get back for them. I mean, we've seen Karl Anthony Towns could possibly be moved for the number 1 pick. And honestly, Kawhi Leonard, if he's going to get moved, I think he's going to get moved tonight or sometime in the near
Yeah.
future. I don't think that's going to happen personally, but I do think it's a possibility.
Yeah, like what you were saying about the trades, that's the biggest thing for me is stars getting traded tonight. Always the NBA offseason is just nothing. It's usually nothing but a bunch of rumors. But I think this year's a special exception because you have guys that have asked to be traded. You have guys that have been trashed by their front office, and like Pat Riley did with Hassan Whiteside.
Oh, don't get me started.
The Twitter poll we ran the other day got over 200 votes, and it said, who's most likely to be traded during the draft tonight? And the options were Kawhi, Kemba, Kevin Love, and Hassan Whiteside. Over half of the people that voted on that think Kawhi is getting traded tonight, and I want to know what you all think about that.
If it's going to happen, it's going to happen tonight because this is when teams are most willing to move. Besides the trade deadline, I mean, this is when everyone sort of just goes all in.
I kind of disagree with that because Pop flew out to California and met with Kawhi, and I think they're really, really trying to keep him. I think they're trying to convince him to stay.
Well, yeah, you're going to keep him.
Oh,
Arguably, when he's healthy, he's a
stay.
top 5 player. I mean, Grant.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying they're not going to be so quick on the draw to move him tonight.
I still don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, arguably because San Antonio is one of the wisest organizations, not just in sport or in basketball, but in sports in general. I think they're really going to hold on and wait until the last, not the last minute, but until the last possible chance they can get. Just so, I mean, like, obviously, they're going to try and maximize what they get on this deal. They're not going to pull what they did when they had, or Paul George, the whole Pacers saga. Sorry. But,
No, we won that trade.
yeah.
Even if Paul George stays in OKC, we won that trade.
Yeah, but I don't see it happening tonight. I honestly don't know about Karl Towns either, just because that momentum seems to die down, even though I'd be a proponent of Phoenix trading that one pick for him, honestly. I think the chemistry between him and Devin Booker would be huge going forward, as well as the fact that Booker and Towns haven't even hit their ceiling yet. And there's a lot of questions, though, if Ayton is a great defensive or offensive anchor if he's committed to that defensive role. It really reminds me of the criticism a few years back of Jaleel Okafor. So we'll see. And I'm not putting them in the same class. Ayton is better, but it's interesting. Some of the comparisons we've seen are very similar to what happened a few years back. So I'm excited. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun draft. Let me ask you all this. What big name do you think gets traded tonight?
It's really tough to say.
I'm going to give you a one person answer. Who's the biggest name that gets traded tonight?
You want to go ahead? I know one off the top of my head. I'll
Kobe.
The ghost of Nick Van Exel.
Biggest name or best player? Because that's two different things.
Just who's a guy that you who's
the
big
biggest
name
splash?
guy?
Biggest splash.
Jabari Parker.
Really? He hasn't been signed yet.
Sign and trade.
We have heard a little bit
You
about
mentioned the moratorium.
You could,
Yeah. Okay, I got one. Just because I know Pat Riley really likes this class. Whiteside.
See, I was gonna say.
I think that's almost a guarantee.
Yeah,
No, it's not guaranteed because in years past, I think
They don't have a pick.
here's
They
the
need
thing.
a pick.
Okay, name one thing Riley's done conventional or wise.
Okay,
the last one. There you
got
go.
me there. You got me there.
Miami does not have a pick, folks, and obviously, if you listened to our podcast a couple weeks ago, you knew how frustrated I was about that. I think you have to pull this trigger tonight for Riley. Last year, when they picked Bam out of Bio, there was a lot of criticism on that front because a lot of people felt like Bam would fall to the mid-late to late first round.
Right.
And Bam has shown immensely, while he doesn't have the best jumper or really even a mid-range, that he has raw athleticism.
He's
and
baby Dwight.
Right.
Okay, no,
God.
Baby Dwight on the
That's
court.
such a backhanded
on the court is Baby Dwight.
But anyway,
Sorry, Bam.
I think he
You
has
still look like a
shown
dinosaur.
that he can take the reins from a Whiteside. Now, if a team's willing to give up, maybe a mid-first round for Whiteside, considering all his character issues, that's a big one. That's a big question going forward.
They just need to get rid of the contract more than anything.
They need to get rid of the poison pill contract of Tyler Johnson. They really should.
Hey, HB, look, it's Donovan Mitchell.
Tyler Johnson's honestly a good player.
He's not worth the
a bad
contract.
player, but he's not worth that contract.
Exactly.
No.
And
They call it poison pill for a reason.
no, I really
Not
think
just because of
what's-
money. Because he's
So
Christian mentioned this. They're paying Chris Bosh to sit at home and go to hard
sad
examinations.
that is.
Oh, it's terrible. But
We're paying a guy not to play in the NBA. That's just tragic.
I mean, it's not their. It's no one's fault.
It's no, I'm not saying it's anybody's fault.
no.
But when you think about the brevity of that, it's like,
Yeah.
it's kind of tragic.
So, my name that I think is going to get traded tonight. I think this is almost. I feel like this is definitely going to happen. I think Kemba gets traded to Cleveland.
I hope to
I
God
think
that happens.
the Cavs are going to do everything in their power to keep LeBron, which obviously they should. And I think they just traded 8 for Kemba because Kemba only has a year left on his contract. Charlotte has to know he's not going to come back. Why would he?
Well, and Charlotte's probably going to take a point guard tonight.
And they're probably going to take either Shai or Colin Sexton or Trae Young if he falls to them.
That's the thing, though. It's like, if you look at this from both perspectives, so Cleveland basically rents Walker for a year. And I say rent because while they could obviously sign him, it's no guarantee that would happen.
And they have to clear up the space.
Right. And if you're Charlotte, you're planning for the future by getting that 8 pick and probably taking a guy, like you said, Shai, Trae Young, or even Sexton, who I think is going to be awesome in this class. So for me,
you build around Cody Zeller.
and the jumper of Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. But I think that's a win-win for both teams, honestly, because Cleveland gets their chance to entice LeBron coming back. Charlotte gets a chance to rebuild in an East that I don't see being that good for the next few years to come, other than Boston Celtics.
Well, here's the one
And
thing I
Sixers.
really feel like.
And the Sixers.
And the Pacers.
I think Celtics would be the Sixers. Well, Pacers will be good. My point is, I only see the Celtics and possibly the 76ers being dominant, as opposed to the Rockets, the Warriors. The West is a far more loaded conference.
Well, here's the thing I think would be a real hindrance to trading Kemba Walker tonight. Jordan is in, if not complete control, he at least has a say over everything that happens tonight. Who they draft, if they trade anything. And we've seen Jordan's propensity in the past to pick 1 or 2 players out in the draft that he's going to get no matter the cost. I don't know who those players are, obviously, but I don't think he's going to want to trade Kemba now unless it's to get one of those 2 to 3 players, and I think that they're going to be somewhere really, really high up the board, and I don't know if any of those teams are going to be willing to take on Kemba for a top 4 or a top 5 pick.
Right. It's tough. These things are so tough because over the course of the season, you have weeks or months to think about this trade. Now you have 5 minutes to think about it. I think Kemba gets moved. I think just because they know they're not. I think they know they need to get something for him because come this time next year they're not going to get anything for him.
No, and I think that's sort of the game you play. I mean,
and I don't. They're definitely not going to be able to trade top 5 unless they attach. Gosh, I don't even know if they have a good prospect. Dwayne Bacon, Malik Monk, maybe. But yeah, I don't. So I think Cleveland's desperate to keep LeBron. I think they're going to get as much talent as they can, and I think they would take Kemba over whoever they would take at 8.
The real question I'm going for tonight, I want to ask you guys: do you think Michael Porter Jr. drops out of the top 7?
I think he does. I really think that back. We had a report come out the other day that he had back spasms.
Did you see Woj?
But he played.
Did you see Woj's mock draft about an
He's
hour
had
ago?
12.
No, I have not.
You look like a freaking genius. That little crap we gave you. They got him going 12 to LA.
That's right. I had him at 14.
Yeah.
Or no, 13. 13
13
to LA.
Clippers.
Which basically is the same thing.
I think a lot of it depends on what happened, what truth there is to the report that we got that the Bulls are going to trade for Jaren Jackson. Now, I would imagine if they did that, they would have to give up 7. We don't know. We don't know that though. I would imagine they'd have to give up 7. Maybe the Grizzlies would take them.
I think.
But it really comes down to fit for all these teams.
Yeah.
Like the top 5, you have Ayton and Kings. We know they're taking Ayton and Bagley. Or Suns. I said Ayton and Kings. We have Suns and Kings.
Oh, we know.
We know they're taking Ayton and Bagley. Thanks NBA insiders for ruining that. The Hawks haven't had no conversation about taking Porter. The Grizzlies have a little bit. The Mavericks haven't. So I think it's really going to come down to fit. The Clippers are the next best fit for them, I think. Although there has been reports that the Cavs have been interested.
Why? You know what? Cleveland.
I think that's just to take the best player if they know LeBron's leaving.
Cleveland, you need. Oh, hey, look, it's Spike Lee and John Calipari. That's beautiful.
Spike Lee's going to UK. Starting point guard.
Izzo.
Look, if you're Cleveland, what's your pitch to LeBron? Hey, we got a guy with back spasms coming in. He's talented, but then again, it might be a year before he's actually fully functional and able to play.
Oh, I disagree with that. He played in the tournament.
Oh yeah, he looked really fresh out there.
He
was rusty.
He was rusty.
He did not play well.
Of course he was rusty, but he's going to have this whole summer to
He
get
can't
ready.
perform a workout because he didn't have back spasm. You think he's going to be
Yes,
able to
no, he
survive
did that
the
workout.
And guess what? His back spasmed out right after. My point is, it's just if you're Cleveland, you got it. I would go with a guy, say a Wendell Carter or even a Trae Young. Yes, I know Young has question marks, but they need playmaking in that offense. They don't need a giant.
Well, let me immediately counter that with they don't need playmaking, they need defense.
I'm going to cut you off. We just got a text from HP. We asked him how the stream looks because he's obviously not with us. He said, "It sucks balls. Where's HP?" I will say this show takes quite a dip in quality because me and HP level out the idiocy that's sitting next to me. So
I take that as a direct insult.
that's because it was.
I'm not talking about the right
I'm just kidding.
Talk about Grayson Allen in the first round. That's an insult to me.
No, he's going to the Warriors because that makes more sense than anything in the world.
The Warriors need
Could he do anything more unlikable than go to the Warriors?
Oh, I mean, it makes perfect. The Warriors know their villain, so they're going to take the biggest villain in this draft.
I don't care however many people. It could be 4,
and they need a guard.
15,
They need a
45. I'll admit it. Duke is probably the biggest rival for me. So if I talk bad about Duke, it's deserved. Sorry.
Louisville fans, boo him.
You know, I really can't bring myself to hate Grayson Allen, and I don't know why. I know he's a dirty player, but I like watching him play.
He's a good player. I'm not taking that away from him, but he is so unlikable.
Nothing will ever beat my experience at Assembly Hall when the FU Grayson chants rained down from the student section for like an entire half. Oh, that was great.
What you didn't see is in the parking lot, he tried tripping every single fan that walked by.
Or kicking him.
How do you think Deron Davis tore his Achilles?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the car with other IU players, was he?
Oh,
that wouldn't be. We know why IU players
David Holt.
Yeah.
We actually had a guy post something in our chat. Josh Hartman puts JK. That's it. That's it.
All right.
Well, thank you,
Thanks,
Josh.
Josh. Appreciate it.
Josh.
JK isn't just kidding or just kill yourself.
Well, that would be JK.
No, it's probably just kill yourself. So another question I have for you all: It seems like every year there's a second round player that makes a huge impact, whether it's like Malcolm Brogdon, Draymond, someone like that. Who is that going to be this year? Because this draft is extremely deep.
I'm going to cheat a little bit.
Don't
I'm
you
going to
do
cheat
that.
just a little bit because I feel like this guy is going to be very, very late first round, early second round, and that's Jalen Brunson. Look, I've watched this guy play 2
No
years
way,
straight
Jalen
at
Brunson.
Villanova.
Brunson will not go second round. There's no way.
I think it's really close. But no, I really like Jalen Brunson. I've seen him play. This guy, he just completely controls a game whenever he's on the floor. He doesn't have a great ceiling, but he's going to be a good player, and I think he's got an immediate impact potential.
Just the HP second text.
Keep hating on Tobacco Road for no reason at all. Landon, who's your second round sleeper?
You want my homer pick or my non-homer pick?
Give
If
us
you
both.
say Hamidou
Give us
Diallo, I'm
both.
gonna
Give us
reach
both.
across
Give
the
us
table.
both.
Well, reach across the table and punch him because I don't see why he can't be a good second round pickup. He's got the explosive.
I tend to agree. He has insane measurables.
But that's not who I'm picking.
Oh, thank God.
You're welcome. The guy I can see.
Isaac Humphries.
No, not Isaac Humphries. You know what? Now you just hurting my head because I don't know who else to say.
Brad Calipari.
No, Brad.
All right.
You know what?
All right. Let
I'm
the man speak.
shopping. I can see Hamidou Diallo being a good player because he's explosive. He's been working on that three-point shooter or shot. Which, by the way, he wasn't the best shooter, but he shot around 35% from three, which is not bad.
So you can knock that down to about 32 in the NBA.
Oh, I go about
roughly.
29. Yeah. But I can see him, and even in later years, if he learned to actually play defense, which God knows Kentucky.
He showed flashes in the tournament.
Yeah, he showed flashes. You got to show consistency at the NBA to do it.
Right.
But that's what I say. I actually think a guy like Malik Newman. I've been high on him for a while. It's not
I
even.
loved him at Kansas.
I did too. I mean, a lot of people are like, well, he should be obviously he should be second round, but he's shown he'd be a great 3-and-D guy for years to come.
Right.
So
I think his scoring translates well. I'm not sold completely on the defense. He's a little bit of a smaller guard. He's what, 6'4"?
well, you know who I'm sold on? Raymond Spalding.
No,
that's a Texan chick.
Shut your mouth. Go away.
Well, we're at it.
I'm torn between two guys. One is the bald bandit, Javon Carter.
Oh, they're talking about Chris Beckford, but it's the ball band depot.
But I'm leaning more towards Brandon McCoy out of UNLV. This kid is a stud. He's really, really raw still. But I mean, he averaged a double-double at UNLV. When he played DeAndre Ayton back in December, he scored 33 points and had 10 rebounds.
Can I pause you for just a second? Yeah. What is Wendell Carter wearing?
I don't.
Is that a line?
That's a sash.
It's a sash, but what is? Was that a tiger on that?
The big ragu is in the building. But anyway, no. Brandon McCoy, he had a 30-10 game against the guy who's going to be the number 1 pick in the draft. He has potential to be a very, very good player. I think whoever picks him up is going to have a long-term starter.
You know who would be fun to see him go to? Just take one guess.
There's 30 teams. I'm not going to guess.
Well, you got a 3% chance.
The Mavericks?
No, San Antonio. Imagine him under Pop's tutelage.
Learning from Powell and LaMarcus Aldridge, yeah.
Say bring in, like summer camps, bring in guys like David Robinson and Tim Duncan to work with
Oh,
him.
yeah.
That would be, because you're right, he has so much potential. Who's that?
What we got here? Aaron Holiday. Oh, it's his brothers. I forget his brothers with Drew. And the other one that's not as good.
Justin.
The other one.
Justin Holiday, honestly,
not terrible.
No,
but
I think that's what Dante DiVincenzo will look a lot like at the NBA level.
Why does Drew Holiday's face look like it hasn't changed since he was 15?
Because it probably hasn't.
That's a fair point.
Chandler Hudson.
That's a guy that I think's got extreme 3-and-D potential. You want to talk about a guy that has like a Kawhi Leonard, like maybe potential like to break out from just a defensive start offensive. That man. No, that's Jaren Jackson. Never mind.
Jaren Jackson, the 7-foot Kawhi.
You know, Jaren Jackson does have insane defensive potential, though.
The only thing that worries me is how raw he is offensively.
Well, I'm not sold on him on defense, honestly.
It's the Mr. Potato Head.
He fouls so much.
Yeah,
I think he averaged 6 fouls per 40 minutes at Michigan State, and he only played about 22 minutes a game.
No, he's sorry. Well, but here's the thing: if he gets drafted to, like what I said a minute ago, Memphis, where he will ultimately end up in Chicago or somewhere else.
Right.
I mean, I think it's a high likelihood he'd come off the bench to start, which is fine. I mean, you have to adjust to the NBA. It's an adjustment for everyone. Right. So if you gave him the time to adjust and maybe taught him better positioning, so he doesn't get into those foul situations so often, you can really maximize his defensive potential. And it's really not that hard of a fix either.
Right. He just needs a season, but if he's fouling Freddie McSwain, if he can't play defense on Freddie McSwain without fouling, I don't think he'll be able to handle
Freddie was a tank, though.
Freddie should have got drafted by the Colts. I guess I'll have to settle for the Pacers.
Speaking of running back,
Lonnie Walker.
Gosh, is there a spider on his head?
What is on your head, buddy?
Lonnie, there's a tarantula on your head. Watch out.
He's wearing an all-white suit, too, man. Come on, this isn't the 80s.
He's Rick Pitino.
Hey, don't you take that. Yeah, it's Tony Montana, bro. Come on. Second adult, man.
Trae Young, Buster, is he going to live up to the
Bust.
No.
He won't live up. Okay,
I don't think he's a bust.
You don't?
No. I don't think he's going to be a bona fide, like superstar.
Like Curry player.
No.
I'm saying that's not going to happen. I think everyone talks about defensive questions, but he's got such explosive playmaking as well as an unparalleled vision. I think in this draft, I don't see why he can't be successful.
Right.
No, when I say bust, I don't mean
his defense is no worse than Curry's, if we're being honest.
No, when I say bust, I don't mean he's going to be a terrible player.
He has good ankles.
Right. Well, you can't say. That's a good one. You can't say that a guy's going to be a bust, but they're going to have a solid career.
No, he won't live up to the hype.
When I think of bust, I think of Darko. I think
Anthony Bennett,
LaRue Martin. I think of. I'm not even going to. Kwame was in the league for 11 years.
The man averaged 4 points a game. He was still in the league for 11.
Yeah, that's out of the question. That's out of the question.
He won a ring with the Lakers, didn't he?
Okay, big bust. I'm talking about guys that are already out of the league. Anthony Bennett, LaRue Martin was in. He
Len
was
Bias.
before James Worthy.
Len Bias is the biggest draft.
That
luxury of all
is terrible. Oh my god.
time. Don't do
That's
drugs,
the worst
kids.
thing we've ever said on this show.
Don't do drugs. Drugs are
We're
bad.
getting edgy on the live stream.
My goodness.
Now that people
We're
can
gonna put this on
identify,
iTunes.
now that people can identify us and like hurt us.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let's just take a guess at how many people are actually watching this show.
Someone DM me on Twitter. I'll send you Landon's address. You can take up any complaints with him.
He's our HR guy.
Yeah.
That hurts. I thought that was a.
I think I figured it out. I think that guy accidentally clicked on our link. He said JK, like he was like, all right, bye.
So hold on. If we have viewers, I'm not sure Landon's the one looking at the numbers.
I don't know. It doesn't say anything. Huh. Well.
Yeah, oh well. Who cares?
Yeah.
Well, if there's anybody watching.
Oh, we got one person. Oh, that's me. Dang it. Keep doing that again.
Yeah, well, if there's anybody watching and you do want to comment on anything, we do have a live chat feature that's open currently, and you can come on and watch that, or come in and ask us questions in that.
And more importantly, it's 7:30, folks.
It's 7:30. The draft is about to start. So let me ask you this, Landon, you're a Heat guy. Dream scenario for you for tonight for the Heat.
They actually get a pick.
They pick who do they trade to get that pick?
Hold on, guys. I got some more breaking stuff coming in right now. The rumblings around the Grizzlies media room right now is Mo Bamba looks like he's going to be going to Atlanta at number 3.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
I can't believe that.
But it looks like they're going to use him as trade bait.
What?
Really? The Hawks just need to get young.
Why would you?
That doesn't make
What are they
sense.
going to trade him for?
Maybe they're trying to trade back and pick up. Ooh, trade to the Clippers for 12 and 13. I bet that's what they're doing.
But
I don't know what they're doing. I wouldn't trade Bamba. I mean, his defense.
so wait a minute, the Hawks draft Bamba at 3 and then trade. So what? They would have 12, 13, 20, and 31, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's okay. I can look. But then again, though, you've already got those 2 other picks. Is really going for a guy at 12, 13, or 2 guys at 12, 13 worth the potential stardom that Bamba brings to the table?
I don't think so, but NBA teams value this a lot differently. I mean, it takes one team to overpay. I mean, maybe they could get someone like DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, I don't know though, man. Bamba has the ceiling to be the best player in this draft. If he
Also,
develops an offensive
Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to the Memphis Grizzlies. So
Even
we'll see.
if Doncic is there.
It looks like it. Yes, sir.
Wow.
As in, like, he's gonna
I
trade, or are they gonna trade him?
no. I feel like if Doncic is there, they'll take him.
That's what I thought, but that is
Said.
per Christian. We're getting Jaren Jackson Jr. to the Grizzlies, and that's been also backed by Waj at this point.
Are they gonna trade him, or?
I would assume so if our old information is still.
Is Christian there?
Christian is not at the draft, but his editor is right now.
So one of my roommates watching this right now in our comment section. So can I say hello to him real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Cam, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a good summer. Not gonna lie, wish we talked a little more, but I hope everything's going well. I know sports aren't your thing. Thanks for watching.
You're gonna learn. Oh, the commissioner's stepping up.
Adam
Landon.
Silver
Oh!
do you wanna
Landon, unmute it.
Yeah, unmute the TV.
Oh, sorry.
2018 NBA Draft at Barclays Center, home of the Brooklyn Nets.
It's like a freaking newt.
And those watching around the world, thank you for your support. This past season was defined by countless unforgettable highlights, including a record number of three-pointers and the league's highest scoring average in nearly 30 years.
Play more
The playoff
defense
victory was
then.
decided in overtime on the last night of the regular season. Both conference finals were decided in Game 7s for the first time in 39 years, and the finals featured some of the NBA's all-time greatest players and an all-time great team, the Golden State Warriors. Let me
That's deserved. That's deserved.
back-to-back championships.
Oh, $20 since that kid's a man.
The Warriors
Oh,
and
20.
Oh, kids.
embodies the values that have long defined this league.
We get it. You like the Warriors.
Which judges made solely on talent, effort, and achievement. This year's draft class is made up of an impressive group of young men who will continue to define the modern NBA player. Basketball superheroes who can seemingly do anything on the floor. determination, each with his own unique story. Congratulations to you and your loved ones on this dream come true. Tonight is about you and the people who have supported
If you want
and
to pause this
encouraged
again
you.
really quick, I have more
These
information
young
on Jared
men
Jackson.
will soon hear
pause
the
it.
name
Or, well,
of
mute it, yeah.
Which
What's up?
team will they play?
So it looks like the main idea is just getting Jaren Jackson into a Grizzlies uniform. They want to evaluate him a little bit further. I think they're sold. They have interest in him, but it's still possibly to add him just as sort of an asset currently. So I think the Grizzlies may be sort of on the same track of blowing the draft like they always do. I mean, if they don't have a prospect picked already. If they're picking Jaren Jackson just because that's where mock drafts have him so they can trade him later on, or maybe just sort of hold on to him for being an asset, I'm not sure that. I don't really know what's going on.
Or now the real question: are the Suns going to take all 5 minutes to pick someone that we already know they're going to take?
Well,
Yes, because this is the stupidest process ever.
oh man. Oh well, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be Ayton. At least not the NFL draft. You know, the NFL draft can be painful to watch sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, Jared, you realize your computers.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
all right, Jared. Dream scenario for the Lakers tonight.
Dream scenario, they trade the 39th pick that they just got for Kawhi Leonard
Okay.
and nothing else.
How about realistic dream?
How about realistic dream scenario?
Realistic scenario tonight for the Lakers is they draft the big man of the future. I like Mitchell Robinson. I think he's.
They have Thomas Bryant. What else do you want? They have the best Bryant to ever put on a Lakers uniform.
No, that hurts.
What else do you want?
No, I really like Thomas Bryant actually as a prospect. He tore up the G League. If they're gonna make a big move, I'd like to see it happen, or at least the start of it tonight. I've been saying for a long time I really don't think they're going to get Kawhi Leonard. As much as I'd love for it to happen, I don't think the Spurs are going to trade him because that's just not how the Spurs do things. Pop has a great way of working with players, and it works out more often than not. I mean, you can look at LaMarcus Aldridge, who demanded a trade. Now he's more than content to stay there. So I think getting the foundational pieces to get the Lakers back into contention. I think Paul George is coming to the Lakers, so you got to obviously bulk up on assets for that, get players to put around him. And if LeBron ultimately decides to come and you manage to sign possibly DeMarcus Cousins or someone else, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with the
So
Lakers.
the starting lineup is going to be Lonzo, Paul George, Kawhi, LeBron, and Boogie.
Trying to figure
No,
out.
I just said I don't think Kawhi is going to the Lakers.
Here, hold this. This remote's heavier. Jared.
No, I just said I don't think Kawhi's going to the Lakers. I said maybe sign someone like a DeMarcus Cousins or someone.
Whatever.
DeAndre Ayton didn't start playing basketball till he was 12.
He also
That's
rode a
not that
hoverboard around Arizona campus and then he broke it in half.
That's actually
Sabermetric stat of the day. Thanks, ESPN.
Well, did he buy with the $100,000 that he got to go
yeah,
there?
definitely.
Allegedly. No, I'm kidding.
Sean's dirty. Archie's clean. Just keep that in mind.
You realize if Sean gets fired, they'll wait like 2 years and then we'll hire him at IU, right?
Why would we get rid of Archie?
No, he's an assistant. It's one of those sketchy assistants.
Well, we
He's a
have-
bag man.
We have a text from the man upstairs, also known as Ethan H.P. Robertson. Jared, cool down the takes machine. Cool it down. Remind me again why is it here?
Wait, yeah, HP.
Oh, he's a
what are you
Kroger,
doing?
I think.
So what, he's got time?
You're sitting in the employee lounge or whatever it is in Kroger watching our live stream, but you can't be here yourself. You call into the show, you bum.
Kevin Crone, remember good old K-Dog?
Yeah.
Folks, one of our high school
We're
friends.
going to shout out every individual person that
absolutely.
watches this.
He said, quote unquote, Landon, read this text. I'm watching.
We're watching you, Kevin.
Well, Kevin, that's just creepy. Well, Kevin, while you're at it, make sure you tell your friends about the show. Obviously, we need as many people as you can. And Tyler Payne left the conversation. That's beautiful. But obviously, we're trying to grow here. So anybody, you can get that.
Nope,
And
the
thanks for
bald man
watching.
is up at the podium. Unmute it.
Whoa! Wow, shocker. Didn't see that one coming. Oh,
Didn't see that coming. All right, mute it back.
boy. Yeah, whatever.
I don't want to listen to Jay Billis.
What do you have against Jay Billis?
He went to Duke. You should be against him.
I like
He went
Jay
to
Billis. Bill. Yeah.
I thought we were
Billis is-
continuing with the Tobacco Road hatred.
I have nothing against Jay Billis.
Okay.
Well, Landon, we just talked about how we were going to continue the irrational.
Well, HP's not here to force me into saying what I want to say. So guess what? I can say whatever I please as long as
Hold
it's
on.
within the bounds.
HP needs to force you into saying things you already want to say.
I mean, HP and I have got too good of a friendship, man. I mean, if he says something, I can just go with it. At this
I'm
point.
still not
All
sure. Whatever.
All right, DeAndre Ayton. How does he fit? What do y'all think? Should they have taken Doncic?
No.
Jared,
as
you're the
much-
most opinionated about
As
this.
much as I have really pushed for Doncic at 1, I understand this pick, and I do think it's the better pick right now.
Sorry.
Wow, is that a live stream?
Yeah.
I think it's the better. I think this is the better pick for the team right now. In 3 or 4 years, we can come back and look at it again. But with Ayton, he fits better on the team right now. They really need someone to anchor down that middle. I want to see Ayton play better defense and commit to playing defense because that's the biggest thing with me for him. But I think he's a better fit right now than what Doncic would have been. And he's a great player. He's going to have a great career. It's a very solid overall pick.
For me,
I think Ayton just fits.
oh no, for me, it's not even so much about talent. I think it's more of talk about transition-wise of the NBA for the next few years. They didn't take a guy like Bagley, who, while Bagley's a good shooter, I think Ayton's got more polished touch and he has more potential to be a better outside shooter. They took a guy that can play from anywhere on the court. He's a decent defense player when he wants to be.
Yes, that's the key for me.
But the thing is, the league is shifting to a more quicker and more jump shot oriented league, as well as the 5 is dying.
Right.
So if you get a mobile guy like Ayton, and I mean, he just adds kind of a cheat code, honestly. 7'1", 250. I don't see
Built
an
like a
issue.
truck.
If that's where you're going for with that, then I have a question for you.
Go for it.
If you're the Suns, would you have taken Mo Bamba?
No, because Mo Bamba. No.
Yeah,
Here's what Mo
they-
Bamba. I think Mo Bamba fouls a little too much. Mo Bamba, while he does have a decent, or not decent. I mean, there was a drill the other day. He came out and hit 28 out of 40 threes, which yes, it's a drill, but it's still a good, showing. I think Ayton though isn't as raw. I think
Right.
Ayton's more polished.
Booker needs help simply. And
Completely.
that's why this makes more sense. Josh Jackson and Marquise Chris, they're still at a couple years seasons away, I think, from being able to really contribute on offense, efficiently and at a high volume. But I think this really fits. I think as guard heavy as this draft is, I like the Suns waiting until 16 to pick a guard because they can still get a pretty good point guard.
I
at
think it'll be a
16.
point guard. I'm with you. I think it'll be a point guard.
They can still get a really good guard there. They need to bolster their front court because all they really had was Marquise Chris and Dragan Bender to look forward to. So this is the obvious choice, I
Well,
think.
and with Ayton now anchoring the 5, I think you can move Bender out and let him play a little bit more on the perimeter, which could open up his game a little bit more.
Right.
Because we've seen in the past he's more of a perimeter-oriented player. I don't want to say he's Kristaps Porzingis with less athleticism, but that's sort of what he is. I don't think he's quite as good as a shooter.
Right.
But I do think that this is a pretty good fit. Like I said, I think it's a better fit than Doncic right now. In 4 or 5 years, 3, 4 years, we can come and reevaluate that.
Can I just point out?
A future starting lineup, though, of whoever the point guard is, whether it's Ulis or whoever they take tonight, Booker, Jackson, Chris, Ayton. That's
That's a good
scary.
That's a good team.
That's going to be a scary
if-
team in a couple years.
That's a good team if Josh Jackson can get a reliable 3-point shot, or at least hit enough to where people have to defend him, like Draymond.
Can I also point out the fact that the 2 biggest Kentucky graveyards are going back to back in the draft?
I mean, doesn't that make sense though? Of course, it's
Why?
Of course, it's like the 1 year that Kentucky doesn't have a top 2 caliber player.
Why just so they can kill him?
Here comes Commissioner.
Here we go,
Thanks for joining
here we
us.
go.
With the second pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Marvin Bagley III.
Yeah.
This game pretty chalk so far.
Can't wait for Orlando to take somebody like Minion Gabriel.
Right. So what do y'all think about this?
I like that one. I like that. I don't. Okay, look. I'm not.
I don't think Doncic would have made a whole lot of sense because I don't think they're obviously not going to give up on De'Aaron Fox yet.
No.
But
I wouldn't give up on Fox. Fox has got some.
No, he played.
Fox is playing great by the end of the year. He started off not so good, but
he's
by the end of the
he's
year.
better than Lonzo.
Oh, don't get me started on that. Lonzo was the third best defensive point guard by advanced metrics.
Name 3 of the point. But
According to Terry Carrico, no one plays defense, so.
I think this is a huge pickup for Sacramento for a couple of reasons. I think they're still staying from the DeMarcus loss, for the Cousins loss. Obviously, that's been a major issue for them, as well as the fact they haven't been able to get top-tier players to come there for years, and once he left, that went to utter you-know-what. But I think also, in the long term, that's going to get a guy like De'Aaron Fox to look long-term and say, well, I can play the guy like Marvin Bagley for the next few years, who I'm familiar with in the AAU circuit. I know how good he is. So there's that. I really like this. Bagley can step out and shoot. I think that's an underrated part about his game. He shot 39 and point, or what was it, 40% from 3 this year?
Yeah, but he didn't take very many. It's very small.
But he's not going to need to. That's the thing. But if he's shown that their teams are pushing him out there and sagging off, he can shoot that ball. Shoot the jumper.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I really like that pick. That's a perfect comparison.
Chris
Yep.
Bosh. I was about to ask you who you were going to compare him to.
He's not as quick off the dribble as Chris Bosh, which I think is one of the biggest things that gets overlooked in Chris Bosh's game, or what was, since he probably won't be playing ever again, but he's a Hall of Famer. But I really, really like that pick, and I think they needed. I think there's still question marks on Harry Giles. I don't think he's ever going to play.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think they were expecting him when they took him.
No.
That was just like a low risk, high reward pick.
Yeah,
And
just
then-
see if he could mesh.
And then as much as I like Scout, I would take Bagley over him
Cauley
right now.
Stein?
Well, Cauley Stein can play 5. I mean,
Wow.
you put Bagley and Cauley Stein.
I'm gonna
Check that out.
I'm going to be honest. I think, wow, that's impressive. That is impressive. Congrats, Coach K. You do the one and done better than Cal.
Oh, get off.
Landon, don't hit me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
I think Bagley was the most. I think he kind of got slept on in this draft.
That's funny
with-
saying
with-
because he was the number 2
Yeah,
pick.
exactly. With all the hype being around Ayton, Doncic, even Bamba, Jaren Jackson, those people, I really think that Marvin Bagley's going to end up being the best player in this draft.
Oh, I completely agree. I've been saying for a long time, Bagley sort of reminds me of Tim Duncan.
Yeah,
Just-
and you got to remember he's a year younger than everyone.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's only 18 right now. I mean, he won't be 19 for a while.
Yeah. I really like it. I mean, obviously, I don't care for Duke, obviously. But let's be honest, they put out some extremely heralded talent in the last few years. So I'll say that much before I throw up a little. So we'll just leave it at that. But, no, I really like this pick for Sacramento. I really like this pick. This is going to be an interesting one. Who's Atlanta going to take? This is going to be interesting.
I have them taking Luka Doncic. Mostly because, mostly because I think they have John Collins holding down the middle. I think he's going to be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And, with the league getting smaller, obviously, I think the Hawks are going to trend in that direction. And I don't think Schroeder's a long-term answer because I think he wants out.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing right here?
I don't know. It's somebody. What's that even mean?
I have no idea.
Oh well. Well, the pick is
Oh,
coming,
Nicholas.
folks.
Oh, hey, I love you. Well, thank you. We love you too.
Appreciate it.
With the third pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Luka Doncic.
There we go. There we go.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, they traded him to Dallas.
Whoa! Wait a minute. So what's this mean? What's this mean?
Proposed right?
Proposed trade rights to.
No! Mark, my dude.
Art human.
Great job. I love that.
I don't.
No, that's great.
No.
No, he's gonna learn with Dirk.
He's a point guard. He's a point guard played three, but you needed. You should have taken Bamba. Mavericks have struck out the last few years on big guys. There's a chance they don't get Randall. They struck out DeAndre Jordan. Who's probably not gonna go back.
They must be really, really confident.
I get that. And you need a big guy. Granted, I mean, they got Dennis Smith. I guess they're gonna try and get rid of Wesley Matthews now, get him to play the two. I'm not saying I don't like it. You could have had Bamba, considering Memphis is supposed to
muted, so they don't know.
So Memphis is supposed to take Jaren per Christian, right?
Yes.
So you would have had Bamba on the board. Oh, Dallas, Woody. I like Doncic.
I wonder what Dallas gave up to move up though.
I want to know.
It's right there. I don't know if we can see.
No, it just says it got traded. It just says the rights got traded. Wow.
I don't know what to think about that, honestly. I did not see that coming.
I like it because Dennis Smith, he's really, sometimes he gets really out of control.
Yeah.
He's just, I mean, that's just his game. You can't really change that. But now that you have Luka Doncic, Dennis Smith can play off the ball a little bit more, so I think he'd be really good at it.
Well, I mean,
Dennis Smith reminds me, he's a more athletic Mike Conley, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I mean, we can see now that the information that we are getting is good about these teams wanting to move around and stuff. And I think this is the first big trade we've seen. This is going to start really kicking things off, in my opinion, at least.
So Dallas apparently gave up a future first per Woj.
That's it.
Did they keep their pick this year?
No, they swapped. They switched.
Okay.
Yeah, they switched picks. Yeah, wow.
So that means Memphis is, or Atlanta's picking at 5.
I don't mean to brag, but I'm 3 for 3 right now.
Christian is very, very confident in Jaren Jackson going here. So I'm gonna hedge my bets on that. I'm going Jaren Jackson here. And that's actually who I've had them locked to.
Oh boy, here we go. HP texted
Let's
us.
see what HP says.
You want me to read it with HP's Marshall Matherhands?
Go ahead and read it, yeah.
So I get Ayton over Doncic, but Bamba over Doncic doesn't make any sense to me because yada yada, Luka produced great in the European League, which is one of the best in the world, and Bamba okay production at Texas. Bamba took over games at Texas HB, so I don't know what that argument
Bamba's one of those guys that'll be better in the pros than college.
Doncic is a guy that has a ton of questions around him, especially considering the league is only getting faster, and his athleticism and lack of agility on defense has been major questions. So I understand where you're coming from, HP, but personally, I see Bamba being a better professional player than Doncic in the NBA. That's just me. I
think his floor is way higher just because of his defensive side.
I will go on record. Well, what's the worst possible player that Bamba could be? Tyson Chandler? Maybe. Just becomes a defensive player of the year candidate, shot blocker. I just don't.
What's the worst case scenario with Doncic? Mario Hezonja.
No, I wholly disagree with that. Wholly disagree.
Not just disagrees.
If you look at their scouting reports, they're nearly identical.
No, well, I mean, here's the thing.
Hezonja's a little quicker.
Here's the thing. Doncic is the youngest EuroLeague MVP of all time. He's the youngest guy to ever win the award. We've seen what he can do against guys that are comparable to NBA talent. They're not NBA talent, but they're very, very close.
They have NBA talent, but they do not have NBA athleticism, and that's a huge difference.
Yeah, but listen to me. We've seen what he can do, and I'm not gonna say he's gonna immediately come in on average 20 points, but I really think that his floor is a 12 to 14 point per game score with 3 or 4 assists a game. I really think that's his floor. And that is a solid starter on a team. On a playoff team, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you thought I guess the Grizzlies are trying to stake out a trade right now.
Yeah, I think the Grizzlies are working on a trade. That, or as it was described to me, they're not really sold on anyone except Bagley or Ayton. Or Bagley and Marvin Bagley.
Bagley and Bagley.
God.
They're really sold on Marvin Bagley.
Bagley and Doncic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm going to cut you off there because I got a text from Michaela that said, tell Jared to shut it. So.
Michaela.
Bobby Marks.
Well, thank you for watching.
Well, here, Lane, let's unpause this and.
Well, they even bring the pick in.
Sneak around game where we're
No, I don't want to listen to Bobby Marks.
Well, the
Wait
picks
for the bald man to come up to the podium.
I don't know, but there'll be
Picks
a
in.
time where the NBA and the PA.
I don't want to listen to this bald man. I want to listen to the other bald man.
We only listen to the bald man.
Is the key part of it.
I mean, it is basketball. All basketball analysts for ESPN are bald.
Technicality there.
Look at it. Look. Except for Reese Davis.
He's like a mini ice
part of the Players Association.
Reese Davis. We know Reese Davis. Reese, if you're watching, buddy, how you doing?
Collective bargaining for the players until they're in the NBA and part of the union.
There's one how many people we currently watch the show.
Yes, actually, I do. How many people we currently have watching the show? And if you can pull up the live chat, that'd be even better.
That team should be competing with
5,
each other
6.
on. That's something everybody should have. Then they
We made it. We are better than you, ESPN.
We have 2 lives.
It's our job that every
Here, you
team
can just
should have
pull it up
access to
on
the same medical
Crazy
information.
monitors.
It's crazy. I can remember myself,
Chauncey Bill.
Trying
We'll talk about a guy who doesn't
But
recognize
guess what? At the end of the night, you just want to be in the NBA one million.
And you went to
Right, but he was considered a bust after a couple years ago.
Who did he beat at the beginning? You don't remember?
Great story. Talk about
It
that.
wasn't
We've got a long
Froby.
time tonight, Sean. Grizzlies have
It was a team from. Okay, here we go. Here's the new.
Plot twist, it was Kobe.
2018 NBA draft. The Memphis Grizzlies select Jaren Jackson Jr.
All right. Good job, Christian.
That's right, folks. You thought we were lying the whole time, and guess what? We weren't.
I don't think they traded him.
Well, as Christian put it to me, it looks like they're going to hold on to him for now and just sort of assess him.
But then again, though, if you're the 4th pick, is that something you really should be focused on? We're going to develop it. You've got 2 veterans in Conley, as you saw right now, that want to win now. You really
I agree. I think they should have traded down and taken more ready clear.
I'm not saying anything bad about Jaren Jackson. I think he has a very high potential and very high ceiling.
He may be the
But-
best overall defender in this draft.
Don't watch that screen,
Taking
you're
into
gonna
account
get confused.
shot blocking, rim protecting, and his ability
We got
to-
Cameron Drummond's on the show, folks.
I would have loved. You want HP, you do not want HP, Cameron. Don't lie to yourself.
Hey, for everybody though who is watching or has been watching, please check out IDS, Indiana's student newspaper.
Hey, there's IU.
Cameron is very, very good on the show. He's done a very good job. So
Mute the TV.
Yeah,
They can hear it.
Yeah, don't scream at the poor people.
right. But no, what I was saying is please check out Cameron, his Twitter page as well as IDS. Cameron does a very good job with that. HP and him had an episode of what was it, last
World
week?
Cup preview.
That is our highest viewed so far, and rightfully so. HP and Cameron did an amazing job. Please check that out, and more importantly, please check out IDS. They're doing a great job.
Except you all picked Germany and Brazil, and neither of them are getting out. Idiots.
I haven't watched much of the World Cup. I saw Argentina got murdered today. That was their.
I'll be honest with you, I honestly forget the World Cup's
All right.
going on until one of these.
Oh no, we got compared to Joakim Noah.
I hate that.
No.
Chauncey Billups, are you on drugs?
Jared Jackson can score outside of 4 feet.
It's not Barkley. Man,
No,
Jaren Jackson's terrible. That man is absolutely. He's a knucklehead.
Who's a good comparison for Jared Jackson? I kind of like Al. I kind of like him as an Al Horford type, but he's not as good as a facilitator.
You know who he's sort of, and I made this comparison a while back when we were doing our mock drafts and talking about teams. He kind of reminds me of Marc Gasol.
I was thinking that.
He's too explosive though to be compared to.
Oh, you're thinking of old Gasol with a limp foot and stuff.
Right.
No, I really think him in Memphis is really going to help. I mean, he's learning from Marc Gasol.
Yeah, he's learning from one of the best bigs in the league.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that with his footwork and inside scoring, I really think he's going to help with the scoring concerns that you had earlier.
With Jackson?
I'm trying to think of.
I don't think Jackson helps that. I think he fits grit and grind though. I'll say that.
Well, I was talking about his development as a player.
Oh, okay, yeah.
His athleticism and speed at his size reminds me of prime Amari Stoudemire.
Well,
Not the game per se, because Amari was an extremely polished offense player. Became in the league. There's a reason he won Rookie of the Year.
Right.
But like the athletic makeup and build, I go Amari all day. But oh man, that's an interesting pick. I mean, I'm not saying it's the wrong pick because it was going to happen either way. Whoever took Jackson.
Right.
But it's even more interesting considering, as Christian told us, Memphis wants to win now, but they took the guy who's projected as a
I don't see how this helps them win now. Unless they're planning to trade him, which apparently they are. That's yet to be seen, but
I didn't know his dad was in the league. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
He's a champion.
Latrell Sprewell.
yeah.
God, you want to talk about somebody who wrecked their career right there?
Yeah.
You ever heard that? Have you ever heard the story of the Minnesota Timberwolves?
I got a family to feed.
You was offered $21 million over 3 years.
Yeah.
What are they going to? What are they pulling a Vince Young and going to the Cheesecake Factory? Have you heard that one too?
Oh yeah.
Have you heard that one?
I think so.
I think it was like $20,000 a week at Cheesecake Factory.
Oh God.
It's something crazy like 1 in every 4 or 1 in every 3 pro athletes ends up bankrupt.
Antoine Walker.
It's
Allen
crazy.
Iverson.
It's crazy.
Allen Iverson would bring 10,000.
All
All right, hold on. We got a pick.
Let's go Hawks.
It's gonna be Mamba.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna
It
be
has to be
Mamba.
Mamba.
What Gabriel? 2018 NBA
You
draft.
got
The
confused.
Dallas Mavericks select Trae Young.
Whoa!
Oh!
So that's
Wow!
that's the Hawks right there. At the Utah.
Are you kidding me?
I knew they were interested in him. I was kind of thinking that in the back of my mind once they traded back.
This shakes up a lot now because look
Dennis
at
Schroeder's
Orlando.
gone.
So Dennis Schroeder's gone probably.
That shakes up so much because Orlando was perceived to be looking at Trae Young or even Colin Sexton at that pick. Now chances are they're going to go for maybe
Bamba?
Bamba. Well, that would fill a giant need. So
No, I don't think it does though. The Magic are all front court players,
right.
and Evan Fournier and Shelvin Mack. Shout
Right.
out Butler.
Vucevic though is a 4 in.
No,
I doubt it.
Vucevic is a
He's
5.
way- Oh my God,
Trae
no,
Young.
Trey, what are you? No, not the suit pants.
He thought he was
Or
going.
shoe
He thought
shorts.
he was going to the Cavs, and he was trying to join LeBron's little bandwagon. That's the one thing LeBron has done that I don't approve of. And if you are a man and you wear shorts with a jacket,
Oh, Jared, he would murder you in your sleep. You can't call it LeBron in this show.
I'm not calling out LeBron. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
you know,
but-
it's the NBA draft. This is the biggest moment of your life. In 10 years, you're going to look back on this and you're going to say you're an idiot.
That's it?
Yeah, we do that.
I thought,
I don't.
I thought you were
I
saying
don't-
Schroeder or Schroeder.
I don't see the fit unless they're planning to get rid of Schroeder.
No, not
Which
at
they
all.
have to be. They have to be at this point.
No, at this point, though, maybe it's about bringing in tickets.
I guess. They're not selling out Phillips Arena. They could have Michael Jordan.
Trae Young was arguably the most exciting player in college.
I guess, but
I'm not saying he was the best, but he was.
He's
I mean,
most
people
exciting.
came to games not to watch
Right.
Oklahoma, but to watch Trae Young.
No, I agree with
You know,
that.
I really hope Budenholzer sort of reels him in a little bit.
Budenholzer's gone.
Oh,
So that's
So,
not
yeah,
unless they're trading him to
sorry, forgot.
nowhere.
No, he still doesn't have a job, does he?
No, sorry, I forgot about
Wow.
that. It's been a long day of work, but no, I really hope he gets reeled in because he plays.
I mean,
he
just-
plays way too out of control.
Well, no, the things he did in Oklahoma was out of necessity.
I get it, but he's really out of control, and they're comparing him to Steph Curry.
I mean, that's
Yeah, no, it's a very fair. Look, Griffin is totally right in a sense. HP's talked about this multiple times. His usage rate was one of the highest, not just in college basketball this year, but probably of all time.
Yeah.
That
Just
team,
completely out of
people,
necessity.
I will give Trae Young this. People talk about how, that team, they made it or they underachieved. You take Trae Young off that team and they have another losing record again.
Oh, they're terrible.
They're
with that trade.
god awful. So I will get it. Trae Young, good for you. Enjoy your night. Don't let anybody tell you any different.
Because we
You've
know
got
it was-
very, very high potential, but please learn to guard something other than a lawn chair. Please. It would help out. It would help you out a lot. But anyway,
So
what do you guys think Orlando?
I'm really curious now. Bamba's the best available, but I don't see the fit. I guess Colin Sexton or Shy.
Hey, just think about this.
Okay.
I know it's very unlikely. But what if Mo Bamba drops to 8?
Oh my God!
Because think about it. Orlando's probably going to take. They might.
Bulls. I don't see why the Bulls. Why the Bulls could take. I can
Bulls
see the
apparently like Porter.
They love
Yeah,
Porter. They
I
love
think-
Porter.
I think if
This is
I-
got a whole
This is
lot
gonna get-
better.
this is gonna get
this is
good.
going to get crazy. I really don't think that the Magic are going to draft someone like Shy just because
Well, I mean, they're not going to win for a long time, so he'll be able to develop.
No, but they need a shooter on that team so bad. I mean, you can't play him, Aaron Gordon, and no. I don't think that's a combination that would work well in the future. I think they're going to take Sexton here. And I'm saying Sexton because he can space the floor, he can run the floor in transition. He's athletic. He can get up and down with Aaron Gordon. He's a better fit on that team.
I'm going to say something extremely controversial on the show. Go for it. Colin Sexton has a higher ceiling than Shai Alexander and will probably be a better.
Pick
That's not controversial.
Well, that is for
Only for you.
That is for a UK fan.
With the 6th pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mohamed Bamba.
Oh, there goes
I
Mohamed.
wanted to see him drop to 8. That would have been fun. So, the question is, I guess
Where does the
they're
backcourt come from?
Well, Sheldon Mack, I guess you're starting next year, buddy. Go Dogs, baby.
You just had to get your Will Butler reference in there.
He did
Him,
first.
I didn't do it first. Him and Aaron Gordon would be cool, though.
He's TV, son. Oh, Mo Bamba grew up in Harlem. I didn't know that.
Him and Aaron Gordon will be cool, I think.
Aaron Gordon may not come back.
He might not. He might not now.
So does that
Who
mean
knows?
Vucevic is on the move?
No, I doubt it.
I mean,
We'll
what are you
see.
going to do? Are you going to go big? Are you going to put Gordon at the 3, Vucevic at the 4, and Bond at the 5?
I think this
You
is
could. Those
more
guys
of
are athletic enough to.
I think this is more of a safety net pick.
This is taking the best available player
Yes.
because you know you're going to be terrible no matter what.
Now, I'm going to be very interested to see who Chicago takes.
Porter. I'll put money on Porter.
I bet it's Porter.
It'll probably be
And
Porter.
then Cleveland will take Wendell Carter.
Window.
Yeah.
Then again, though, the ultimate, I think the coolest thing in this draft, it would supersede what we just saw Trae Young if we get a draft day trade involving Cleveland in a major draft day trade. I'm talking like a Kimball Walker or that.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
Oh,
Are we going to
we'll
see
see.
it? Probably not. But that's.
I want to see a Jimmy Butler trade again. Like not Jimmy Butler gets traded, but like last year when Jimmy Butler got traded. I want to see that.
Last year wasn't as good on the way of like picks.
Goodness
Pretty much,
gracious,
I mean, look at that.
He's insane.
But because everybody kind of knew where the picks were going to fall, or everyone thought they knew.
It's
This
staying
year, though,
really
it's
chalk
wide
so
open.
far.
But what made last year so good was the storyline. Like, well, who's going to get traded? This is that. That year, I just don't think it has as much. I do like that.
Rudy Gobert. I mean,
I like it.
just two
Rudy
like
Gobert.
just true trees of men.
Can I say who I think he kind of reminds me of on the way of the?
No.
Oh dang it. Obviously with the better jumper because this man can't shoot worth crap. But on the defensive side, Noel. Noel. He's very lengthy. He's wiry. He's got a great bounce in his step. But he's not even close. I'm not comparing them on offense. Bamba can actually shoot outside 4 feet. But I think on defense, that's a very solid comparison right now. I think he'll supersede Noel.
I'll tell you who he really reminds me of, and that's Big Ben Wallace.
He doesn't have the build that Ben Wallace had, though.
Oh no, but
Ben Wallace relied way too much on physicality.
If Ben Wallace walked through that door right now, I would give him everything he wanted and more. That man intimidates the living you know what.
but I think that's the player Bamba can become.
We got a caller on the show? Oh my goodness.
Scam, go away.
I got her home, so I thought we were getting a caller on the show.
Why would they call your home phone?
Maybe they don't, dude. It's the internet. We don't know nowadays. All your information's out there.
All right, well here, let's post Landon's address and see if anybody shows up.
Get off
Yeah.
of that.
See, he's scared I'm actually going to do it because I've done crazier things.
Yeah, well, it's
I'm
not wrong.
personally shocked we haven't seen anyone trade down other than trade down like significantly to a team in the mid.
I'm not. This draft is really. I mean, scouts view this as a really, really deep draft. I think teams. I think that's.
Well,
why we're
exactly.
not
I think
seeing-
that's why you would see teams trade down.
No, I think it's the opposite because all these teams need bodies. They need talent. I mean, every team so far is very, very devoid of talent outside of maybe the Grizzlies.
I just don't see.
Grizzlies still doesn't make sense to me. Christian, if you're watching, can you clear this up for us?
We'll tweet you. We'll do something like that. It kind of confuses me. I don't know. Let me ask you this: Cleveland, say these two, Carter and Porter aren't picked at 7. Say 7 goes to completely miscellaneous, like, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen, like Knox or Alexander, or even like Colin Sexton. Do you think Cleveland should pick Carter or Michael Porter Jr.?
Michael Porter Jr.
I think they should go. Yeah, I think they should go Porter. They should take the best player. They need to have as safe a plan as possible for if LeBron leaves. Wendell fits if LeBron comes back because he's a role player. He won't be anything more than the third.
I disagree with that.
He won't be anything more than the third fiddle on the team. in his career.
The only reason that people are saying that is because he was not able to demonstrate how big of star potential he had on this year's team. He had to make sacrifices. It's like when you see guys at UK. There's guys that are obviously they could be stars on teams, but they have to sacrifice because they're playing within the system. It's a hard thing to do. I think Wendell Carter.
My thing with Carter though is he can't create for himself. I mean, he just can't. I mean, some people just don't have that ability to. He's a spot up shooter, and he gets boards, and he has a little bit of a back to the basket game.
He reminds me of Al Horford.
He's a little bit like
he's an Al Horford clone.
He's an Al Horford type. He doesn't have the playmaking ability that Al Horford has, though.
Well, he didn't have the ball much in his hands. I think he's got a little bit of playmaking potential. I mean,
he's not gonna have the ball in his hands in the NBA, though.
No, but
he'll be the third. If you think LeBron's coming back, I think you absolutely take him because he's a great defender down low. He'll be someone LeBron can throw lobs up to. He'll be someone LeBron can kick out to.
he's athletic. I mean, he can get up there.
Yeah. He's a fantastic athlete. He's a great
He's
shot
a lot
blocker.
like Tristan Thompson, but he has more potential than Tristan Thompson.
He's better than Tristan Thompson right now.
Oh, I disagree with that.
Are you kidding me?
Wendell Carter
Wendell
Carter would start on the Cavs.
That's not even a comparison. That's like comparing gold and fool's gold. People thought Sean Thompson would be this guy after the 2015. Oh, he's gonna be good.
Thompson gets rebounds.
He gets rebounds.
And that is it.
Yeah, you know who else gets rebounds? Zaza Pachulia. He's not getting a $54 million contract.
Hold on, Griffin. This is a question for you. There is a certain player from Maryland who's on the board still.
Is it Mini Clay?
Yes. Do you think he would be a good fit on the Bulls?
Yeah, I think he would be.
Who are we talking about?
Kevin Carter.
Where?
They need a good.
Do you think they're going to take Kevin?
They won't take
the
a 7
pick.
They need wings. They need wings or take a big, but obviously the best bigs are off the board right now.
The 23rd pick. Okay, I think they decided. I'm like, he just had knee surgery.
They need another scorer on the wing to help out Levine.
No, that's where I was going with that.
I can see that he would fit with them. I think Chandler Hutchinson would also fit. I think someone like Zaire Smith would also fit.
Zaire Smith.
Michael Porter would be a fit, obviously.
All right,
let's find out. This will determine what they do with that 23rd pick, I think. Or 22nd.
We have an early trade to announce.
Uh-oh.
Who's going to be?
Atlanta Hawks trade the draft to Luka Doncic.
Don't get our hopes up like that on Silver.
I thought he was going to say they're trading to the Bulls. We already knew that.
And now with the 7th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Wendell Carter Jr. from Duke University.
Yeah. Ooh. So Markkanen and Carter down low.
That's a good.
And they're going to go.
Really good front
And they go ahead and mute it, Landon. And they promised Chandler Hutchinson they'd take him at 22. So that makes sense to me.
So that means they believe in a guy like Chris Dunn going forward.
So I wonder what that does. I wonder what that does to the Cavs now. I really wonder
I
what
have
that does to
absolutely
them.
no doubt now the Cavs are going to take Michael Porter Jr.
Hold on a minute. I have an issue with what's saying on the screen. Chose to attend Duke over Harvard. He was considered a Duke lean for 4. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I think this just shows how highly some GMs are thinking of it.
I think that's a really good pick.
I do too. You got, he played 4. He got moved Markkanen up to the 5, right?
Or either way.
Either way, it doesn't
really matter.
I personally would play Markkanen at the 4.
It doesn't matter.
But it's extremely interchangeable.
I totally disagree with the whole notion that Wendell Carter Jr. is nothing more than a role player, though. But we've already talked about
it. I'm not saying like role player like he's like a 5-5 guy. I'm saying he'll be the guy that averages like 10 and 10, 12 and 10, something like that.
Carter Jr. has one of the highest IQs in this entire class.
He's not going to be this unstoppable 25 and 15 monster.
You know
Like
who he kind of reminds me of that is a former Duke guy that often gets overlooked on the way of better big men in the last 20 years?
Who's that?
Elton Brand.
A little bit of throwback.
Yeah, well,
All right.
Elton Brand is one, if it weren't for injuries, Elton Brand would have a case for the Hall of Fame. I'll say that much. Elton Brand.
Oh, his first two
Solid.
seasons were insane.
Yeah, he was as a
He was
rookie
very
beating
solid.
up. I mean,
Let's see what Chauncey says.
Boozer.
Boozer.
Oh, another dude.
All right.
Griffin, you have good memories of Carlos Boozer.
Oh, yes. Was Wendell Carter ever blocked by A.J. Moye? No, I don't think so. Did he ever blow a wide open layup to get beat by Mike Davis in the Elite Eight? No.
Carlos Boozer, I don't think is a fair comparison for him, though.
Why not? What's wrong with Boozer?
They're very similar, I think. I actually like that.
I think Boozer's a little more, prime Boozer's a little more explosive. I think Carter Jr.
Oh, that's Bagley's head. I was like, why is Wendell Carter's dad wearing a King's head? I am so intrigued to see what the Cavs do.
I'd be really, really surprised if it's not Michael Porter Jr. Because I know
I'll be so disappointed in them if they take Porter Jr.
Well, I know
Really?
the Cavs are
Absolutely.
really, really high on Michael Porter Jr. I know they're really,
They
really high.
need
on
to
him.
take the best available player because, one, it generates interest for LeBron. Two, if LeBron leaves, then you have the best.
Well,
you
that's
have
who,
talent.
that's who I think they're going to take. If you really want to know who I think they should take, I think they should take McCall Bridges.
Nah.
I mean, I like that, but I think you can only do that if you know LeBron's going to come back.
Yeah, no, that's
Because I don't think McCall Bridges is a building block. I think
no, that is very much a LeBron is coming back to Cleveland pick because that is the perfect player to put next to LeBron.
Who? Porter?
McCall Bridges.
Oh, I thought, my bad. Yeah. No.
No, I don't.
Porter would also work.
I wouldn't.
Porter, I don't think he would.
I think he would.
I'm hoping, just for the sake of it, that they trade this pick. Oh, okay, parent crying, actually. Good for Wendell.
Tug at the heartstrings.
Kind of does. I don't care if he's a Duke guy. This is,
Wendell also destroyed Indiana.
yeah, sorry about
Yeah, no, he did.
I mean, when you start a 6'6" center.
Landon, your buddy Cameron has just said that LeBron is washed up, and Cameron Drummond
Cameron
is.
doesn't even know anything about LeBron. Cameron,
And-
name the other team LeBron played for other than the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Mr. Drummond, you begging for HP's not going to.
Apparently, he wants more Louisville City FC soccer talk during the NBA.
That's
what he texted.
That's why he wants HP.
Oh, here we go. Woj.
To return or stay, they have been focused at the point guard position. You know, one player atop their draft board leading in today, Alabama point guard Colin Sexton. Let's see what they do here.
I like it.
All right,
I really like it.
Shut up. All right, shut up, Woj.
So you wonder about
Colin
how much
Sexton
Michael Porter Jr. will
to
slide.
the
Certainly
Cavs
his
would be a
immense
very
talent,
interesting
medicals hold up.
See, I don't
Type guy, or perhaps a compliment.
I'm sorry, is this? I mean, if they wanted to listen to ESPN, they just watch ESPN.
Yeah. Now that Colin Sexton,
I don't think Colin Sexton works with LeBron. He's such a ball dominant guy.
yeah,
And Campbell Walker would work?
I mean, Kemba.
See, no, and that's why I don't understand the whole Kimba thing that you all have been talking about, and I tried to bring this up before.
Well, I think Kemba would be a little bit better off the ball just because he's more polished.
Yeah,
He's
no,
a better shooter.
Kimba would be better off the ball, but Kimba's still not a great fit on that team. I mean,
I think he's a better fit
It's
than
a
Colin
better
Sexton.
fit than
'Cause I think-
Jose Calderon.
I think what they're trying to do. Is they're trying to take some pressure off LeBron handling the ball because he was dead at the end of the playoffs last year just because he had to do everything on offense. And I think if they get Kemba, he can take that pressure off instead of LeBron taking up 100% of the time. The Celtics pick him up full court and wear him down the entire game. And then you have Kemba bringing up half the time.
All right, guys.
here we got the Cavs pick.
With the 8th pick
No
of the
trading.
2018 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Colin Sexton.
All right, I like it.
Colin Sexton said, "Yes, I'm going to the finals."
Avery
Johnson! Yes.
He's always happy.
I've never seen Avery Bradley
Avery
Avery Johnson.
Let's
not
go!
I
They should've
like
drafted-
this pick.
They should have drafted Avery Johnson.
They should have drafted Avery Johnson.
Put her on mute.
Okay, Griff, you You want to talk about it? How do you think about this pick?
I would have rather seen them trade this for Kemba if they were going to go point guard. I get this. If LeBron leaves, Colin Sexton's a really good building block for the future. I just don't think he works with LeBron. I can see him leading their second unit, though.
Right. Jared?
Are they going to keep starting George Hill?
Well, we can see what Colin Sexton brings to the table is he's someone who can create his own shot. And that's something that one other player on the Cavs right now can do, and that's LeBron. I think the Cavs have bought in to Jetty Austin. I think they're buying in with him.
They bought in with him. He didn't play.
No, going forward with him, I really think they're going to buy in with him.
Probably just out of necessity.
Possibly out of necessity. Maybe they just like him. I think he's gonna be a good fit if the Cavs lose LeBron, which I think they're going to do. I think that they have their backcourt of the future set. Possibly, I want to see Jetty Austin play a little bit more. I think they're moving forward with him, though.
Can I just talk about how much I like this pick for so many reasons? One, if the Cavs, if you're in the war room right now, you gotta be celebrating. I really like that comparison, by the way, folks. It's Eric Bledsoe. That is
I think
very
that's a
good
great
comparison. Chauncey, you get an A+ from me. But
I would compare to Russ.
No. Wait, Russ Smith?
No, Russell Westbrook.
Oh God, no. He's nowhere near.
We're trying to
He's
get
going to
him.
go to China.
We're actually
average 60 points a game.
We're actually trying to get him on the show, folks, and we actually have a realistic chance at doing it, I'd say. So stay tuned for that.
I mean, really, what it's going to take is you two just give me the word on when you want it to happen, and I can.
Hey, Christian, if you're watching this, thank you. But no, I like this for so many reasons. Your weakness has been point guard ever since Kyrie left, which is
That's because LeBron runs the point.
Still, you have somebody.
You need someone that takes the pressure off.
Right.
No, I agree.
Here's the thing, though. You get Colin Sexton,
Wait,
the guy.
up that kid for his All-Depot jersey so we can raffle it off on Twitter.
If you get Sexton, he's a guy that plays with passion. Yes, he's a streaky shooter. Doesn't matter. You get a guy with him. He's a great physical defender too. That's one thing that gets overlooked due to his explosive play. He's streaky, yes. He sometimes gets emotional, but that's the kind of guy LeBron wants. A passionate guy that's not gonna or has a high basketball IQ.
Right.
I wonder if LeBron told the Cavs. Colin Sexton was his favorite player in.
See, that doesn't matter though because LeBron told the Heat to take Shabazz Napier and he left.
You're not gonna lie. Let me ask you all this since we got a little bit further.
It was more sarcasm.
Let me ask you all this because we have about a couple minutes for the next pick.
With LeBron running the show, it's usually.
Do you think guys like LeBron or say guys like KD, do you have an issue with them if they want to form quote unquote super teams, or not even KD, but like do you have an issue with LeBron wanting to form quote unquote super team but taking a super max contract?
Yes. Because that means he's not willing to commit. Like look at KD took a pay cut, Draymond took a pay cut.
Yeah, everyone wants
Clay took a pay cut. They all four of them took a pay cut.
And let's be honest, you know how much money LeBron's making in endorsements? You really think?
Oh, he's a multi-billionaire.
Yeah, I do have an issue with that.
Yeah, everyone talks about KD selling out. Well, LeBron's kind of being selfish in that sense.
Well, here's the difference with LeBron too: is that he's doing basically 1-year deals where he can
1-year player option every year.
Yeah. So he's not committing to any team, and he's doing that not because he's greedy and wants the most amount of money. He's doing that because he wants to have that control over his own future. So if he wants to leave the Cavs like what he can now, he doesn't have to wait 3 years for it.
Right, and folks, because all of you were texting us along this pick. So there's that. HP says, if you're the Cavs and LeBron leaves, you need someone who can be a star, which he thinks Sexton has the biggest appeal out of the guys left. I agree with that statement.
I think it's Porter, but Sexton's a close second.
Here's the thing. Porter, I don't have an issue with Porter's talent. I have an issue with his durability and his injury. I think that's a major scare, if you ask me. Major. I'm not equating it to Harry Giles when all that went down.
No.
Can I ask you a question though?
You got a smile on your face. I don't know if I'll answer it.
How do you feel about Boogie going forward?
Hesitant.
Is he okay? All right, just wondering.
But then again, though, Boogie is a big guy who can still shoot the 3-ball. Porter Jr.'s back is going to limit him a ton on his way of his explosiveness. Boogie can get away with that.
Well, Boogie's carrying 250 pounds on a torn Achilles. So.
Right. But my issue is...
Right. Anyway,
whatever.
Knicks,
we'll go forward.
Knicks, who you got? I think they're taking Porter.
I'm going to say Porter.
They've been looking at McCall Bridges this whole time.
It'd be a classic Knicks pick if they take Porter.
With the ninth
Kevin Knox
pick in the 2018 NBA Draft.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's
The New
McCall
York
Bridges.
Knicks select
Kevin Knox! Yes!
Landon's not going to explode.
Who? I put that down.
Hey, it's the same kid from a couple of years
No,
ago.
it's not.
Are you sure?
What's wrong with Kevin Knox?
Muted.
What is wrong?
Knicks fans are so
Get your hands
angry.
up, man. What is wrong with Kevin Knox? He's 19. He has some of the best offensive game in this entire class. He's very quick for his size. He's proven he can take over games. Remind me again why this is such a bad pick, other than maybe he's not the best defender.
Can I say something?
Go for it. Go for it. Well, Jared and I will have our conversation. You might have to come running out of the bathroom.
This pick tells me two things. This pick tells me two things. First, they were looking for a wing who can create his own shot. I'll call it Carmelo Anthony, and someone that can score off the dribble, like what ESPN is bringing up right now. They really like that off the dribble threat. I mean, look at what they're having Kristaps do. They put the ball in his hands and tell him to go at it. The second thing this pick tells me. Michael Porter Jr., a lot of teams, or at least the Knicks, don't believe in his back. Because if that's the type of player you're looking for, you take him over Kevin Knox. And I like Kevin Knox as a player. I really do.
Yes. Yep. That's a good one. Tobias Harris.
But no, I mean, do you agree with me? I mean, I think I'm pretty rational with that.
I do too. And here's my thing. I don't think Kevin Knox is good right now as McCall Bridges, and that's a controversial one. Just because I think Bridges is more consistent throughout the year. But if you want to take a look at what he can be, you look no further than the Davidson game in the NCAA tournament. Mm-hmm. That was a game a lot of people, including myself, were like, oh, this is not going to be a fun one because Davidson is a very highly defensive team, as well as the fact that was kind of a trap game. Look at Port Arizona, which we know didn't materialize. That being said, Kevin Knox took over that game. And one of the things I remember, other than the streak ending, which that upset me because that's been a big thing for Kentucky fans, Kevin Knox is a freshman and arguably the biggest stage in college sports, took an entire game on by himself. Mm-hmm. That, I think he's got leadership potential. He's been a great ambassador for Kentucky basketball. I don't care what anybody says about what happened when he was deciding between UK and if he was going to come back or not. I don't agree with that whatsoever. I think the Knox family's been great to Kentucky. But with that being said, he has so much upside on the offensive standpoint. I really like this pick. A lot of people are going to say, why don't you take Porter Jr. or Bridges? I say, look no further. Kevin Knox is just as good and has potential to be better, especially with Porter's injuries.
No, and you know what? I completely agree with that. For a long time, I've not agreed with Michael Porter Jr. On the subject of him being completely healthy. He didn't look completely healthy in the tournament. I don't think his back is completely healthy yet. So, like what I was explaining a second ago, I think that they wanted someone who can create their own shot off the dribble and give them that go-to scoring punch. And I think there's two guys at the wing position that can really be that player.
Right.
And, in the lottery area, and that's Kevin Knox and Michael Porter Jr. And this tells me that there's something on Michael Porter Jr.'s medical records, which he very, very recently released, that is scaring at least a couple of teams because, I don't think I'm crazy when I say that Michael Porter Jr. has the higher potential. He's the better player right now. Mm-hmm. So if you're taking Kevin Knox over Michael Porter Jr., I think there's some substance there.
Now, HB just sent me a text, and I'm actually going to get a little into this one. He said this pick was terrible, and they need somebody to be Kristaps running mate. HP, let me ask you this. I've told you this multiple times. The league is changing. The league is turning into a league where if you don't have guys that can space out, oh, hey, look, Griffin's back. Where guys can space out. Yeah.
No.
Where we have guys that can space out. Kevin Knox is a guy that I've said can take games over. He's athletically explosive. Yeah, I wish. And can shoot way beyond the three-point mark. So explain to me why this is a bad pick. I understand if you want to say McCall Bridges. Then again, Kevin Knox brings more length and a possible defensive prowess that if he has that potential tapped in. I really think you need to think this pick over because Kevin Knox has the potential to be a multi-year all-star. And frankly, if he keeps up his offensive output, at the very worst, can be an offensive star, say Rudy Gay.
I can feel the homer.
It's not Homer.
From over here.
It's not a homer. It's not a homer. We were just talking about the Davidson game, talking about a freshman completely taking over an NCAA tournament.
Hold on, we got 50 seconds left. Griffin, what's your pick for the 76ers?
I had them taking Knox earlier, but since McCall Bridges is there, I think he's going to go.
It has to be McCall Bridges. It has to be McCall Bridges.
He's a perfect fit.
I also want to say
that makes Porter's dropping out of the top 10. Right. Good job, Jared.
Yeah. I do want to say this, though. I do think
I am actually going pretty. I am going pretty well so
14 or 13. I do want to say this, though, to HP. You could not have gone wrong between Knox or Bridges. That's my opinion. But I think Knox, he gets overlooked, though, with how dominant he can be when he's on. He's streaky, but my goodness, when the man is on, it's scary.
Fun fact, I got Jay Wright to look at me with disdain at the Butler-Villanova game in 2017.
Yeah, you and 40 other people. Yeah. That's not important. What is important is this has been a very good first 9 picks. Let's see where the top 10 ends.
With the 10th pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
Villanova University.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's the most generic pick. Yeah.
It's a great pickup for them.
It is.
Great pickup.
It fits too perfectly. I mean, it's a great pick for them.
You think
they need shooting. They need another perimeter defender. There you go. Best 3-and-D player in the draft, right there.
I agree. Do you think Philadelphia will maybe pick up Dante DiVincenzo?
I think they'll take Spellman.
They could. They could.
Now, granted, is he going to drop to 26?
Execs love winners. Yeah. Kids that have got the people coming out of Villanova are winners.
That's true. I really like
it. Bridges lifted it.
Storyline-wise, it makes sense.
Yeah. My comparison, he's a bigger Avery Bradley.
I think he's a lot like Robert Covington.
He has I like that one, but he's a better shooter.
He's not. Robert Covington is every bit a shooter that McCall.
I kind of want to see Chauncey's take on this one. I want to see who he has in comparison. But no, storyline makes sense too. I don't know if you guys know.
Are they going to show a Butler highlight that I'm in?
But I don't know if you guys know this, but his mom worked for I think might still work for the 76ers. She could work for the 76ers.
Go Dogs, baby! There I am! I think I'm right there, maybe.
Oh, get off your high.
Go Dogs, baby!
HP, please say something to Jared about this.
Oh, Jared, when are they hanging the Round of 32 banner?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Draymond Keelan.
Oh, man.
Keelan.
All right, Chauncey, what do you got for us?
Nicholas Batum.
Well, prime Batum was good.
I actually kind of like it.
Nicholas Batum should still be in his prime.
Batum's kind of slow though. Bridges is a little more.
Bridges is a little bit better of an athlete. Yeah, I agree with that. Yep, I mean Batum's a pretty model 3-and-D player though.
Yeah, but Bridges, I feel like Bridges can be adapt or not even adapt, improve and grow to be way more than that. I really like Bridges in this draft. One reason I had Knox because I feel like New York would go for a guy with high upside with how young the talent.
The Sixers are gonna.
There you go.
That's gonna help them out so much because the Celtics laid out the blueprint to beat LeBron, and to a lesser extent the Pacers. You have to be able to rotate 4 or 5 guys a game onto LeBron and wear him down.
I'll put money on
the Sixers. I mean, this gives the Sixers another guy. Now they have Mikal Bridges. Now they have Ben Simmons you can put on them.
Mm-hmm.
Covington, obviously. Maybe even Saric if you have to, or Embiid in a pinch.
I'll put money on it that Shai Alexander goes to Charlotte right here.
No, that's who I have slated to go.
They're gonna do that, and then they're gonna have. I mean, they're definitely trading Kemba. Then that has to be the case, right?
I think it's going to be Shai or Miles Bridges.
Right.
Either one of them. Well, I guess I'm going to be the only, like constant piece here. You two are just going to keep rotating on every pick. Yeah. All right. Well,
getting tired.
Hold on. We're going to play a prank on Landon right here, right now. See this? This is Landon's phone. We're gonna shove it down in there, and you're gonna get to watch Landon try to hide his absolute fear whenever he comes down here and sees his phone is gone. Nobody typed. Nobody mentioned anything. We're just gonna play this out.
You can't see it. He doesn't have his phone.
Oh wait, no, yeah, he can't see it. So yeah, go ahead, laugh about it all you want. No, okay, back to our actual. No, I think this pick's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Miles Bridges or Shai Alexander. I mean, both of them fit very well on the team. We've seen they want.
The Hornets just need to blow it up, man. They're stuck in no man's land right now.
Well,
I think
here's the thing. I think that a lot of their problems this year was Dwight Howard. I mean, I really do.
I mean, even if you take Dwight off that team, do they make the playoffs? Maybe.
Dude, look, we know my propensity for Dwight, and I'm just laughing thinking about this, because I'm telling you right now, I absolutely hate Dwight Howard.
I'll be back. I lost my phone. Sorry.
It's okay.
Actually, no. I mean, Dwight. If you look at the pieces that came out earlier, just not even a week ago, just a couple days ago. If you look at the pieces that came out about Dwight, I mean, teammates actively celebrated whenever he left. You are an idiot.
No, I'm not. Wasn't there. I got tape to prove it.
What?
No, you don't. We can wind that back.
No, we can't.
We can once we release it. See? There you go.
Go for it. I don't care.
Yeah, go for it.
No, we've seen that Dwight had a really, really terrible impact on the chemistry of the Hawks the year before, and now the Hornets. I mean, he's turning it into
the Lakers and the Rockets.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking earlier.
Probably the Nets for like the 16 hours he was there.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking earlier. We really, really hope he goes to the Warriors just so he pisses someone off and they leave.
Yeah, and then Griffin got into a Twitter fight with the guy with 7 followers.
He's gonna go to the Warriors. Dwight Howard's gonna be the savior of the NBA because he's gonna go to the Warriors, nuke their chemistry, and destroy them from within.
Charlotte is currently discussing trade possibilities with the 11th pick.
I wonder if they bundle Kemba and the 11th pick for someone that's already been picked.
I don't know. Are you sure that wasn't the same kid for the Knicks?
Pretty sure. No, it wasn't. No, that kid's like.
What's also been 3 years.
The first kid was white. He had glasses. The second kid is not white.
The guy was tan.
They booed Kevin Knox. Eat it, Landon.
Yeah, you know what happened the last time they booed a pick? You know what happened last time they booed Kristaps? It worked.
All right, you heard it here first. Kevin Knox is the next Kristaps
Yeah,
Porzingis.
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying,
Well,
let's hold our horses before we start doing that.
Oh, Charlotte's got the pick in.
Oh, you gotta see him walk. There we go.
It's gonna be Shai.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet it's Shai.
He's the best point guard left.
With the 11th pick in the
Shire Miles
2018 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai?
from Hamilton,
Shai or
Indiana,
Shai?
and the University of
Come on, Adam.
What
is that suit?
What is that suit?
Oh,
Ah!
Mr. Slippery.
Make it to the draft, and Gilgeous-Alexander is the season.
I wonder if the players pay back all the money that Cal gave them to come here.
Successfully in the draft, he was as good as Trae Young.
Well, Jared, that's just stupid.
Congratulations, Hornets! You just drafted Sean Livingston before the knee surgery,
Yeah,
which is a good pick.
Yeah, especially for the
He likes to draw. That was also his favorite class at Kentucky.
And he didn't even show up for that one 3/4 of the time.
Actually,
Oh,
Shai
come on, that was
Alexander
a
had a
good one.
4.0.
Come on, that was a good one.
Oh, he had a 4.0? Was he taking...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because he's taking.
Oh, don't start that.
drawing.
Shai Alexander is a very smart player. He is just as smart as Brandon Knight, who's considered one of the smartest players Cal ever had on the way to basketball. IQ. So don't do this. Come on.
I mean, Cal also had Dakari Johnson. So how
It offsets.
high is the bar
Offsets.
really?
I mean,
Okay.
hold on, I have something to say really quick. I mean, I'm pretty sure my 13-year-old sister could get a 4.0 at UK too, by the way.
I have a cousin that just graduated and got 3.6 in computer engineering, so I don't know what you're talking about. UK is actually a harder school than you think. So
No,
let's just,
I
let's
really
just do
like
that.
I really like Shai. He has a really high ceiling.
Yeah.
The way he turned it on at the end of last season. Is,
Oh, he...
Who's this comparison?
Michael Carter Williams.
I'm gonna be sick.
Michael Carter Williams. You mean Lonzo?
Hey.
Oh my gosh! Really, Chauncey?
Yes.
Michael Carter.
I love it.
He has such a higher ceiling than Michael Carter.
Michael Carter Williams won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, what happened to him? He hit his head on the ceiling and went all the way down to the floor. He's terrible now.
Michael Carter Williams was also the 11th pick.
Yeah, what's your point? LaRue Martin and Akeem Olajuwon were the 1 picks. That didn't work out well. Come on.
I think that I think that Chauncey just...
So who's the next Kentucky player that gets picked?
Hamidou.
Second round?
Yeah.
Does Winion get drafted?
No.
Does Jared Vanderbilt get drafted?
Yes.
I completely forgot he existed,
I
honestly.
did too.
Jared Vanderbilt will be. You know what? This can be controversial. It would not surprise me if somebody took a late first round flyer. Okay.
Shut up!
Stop!
No.
Hold on a minute. Let me explain that take before I start getting peanuts thrown at me whenever you're eating.
Your chips?
Oh, you all brought my chips down?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
actually.
a 2-hour draft.
Okay, anyway, the only reason I can see Vanderbilt being drafted because of his athleticism, as well as the fact that at the bottom, some teams might be just or teams that, hey, we have nothing to lose. Let's just take a guy with high athleticism and a high motor. Let's see if we can use him on defensive situations, considering this league is an offensive juggernaut that lacks the defensive lockdown that we've seen in years past, such as the early 2000s. Vanderbilt fits that profile. He's not a good offensive player by any means, but by God, it can happen.
You know what, Landon? I agree with you.
No, hold up. I am not saying Jared Vanderbilt is going in the first round. I'm saying it would not shock me if a team picked him at 29 or 30 before Griffin starts saying these notions.
Yeah, you know, I think Robert Johnson's going to go 15th.
Yeah, no.
I think my mood's going to...
Josh Newkirk is going to be...
I think the
involved in
Clippers are going to take my mood.
Oh, by the way, I look like a genius right now, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
You do.
It's kind of sad.
I can't see them passing on Porter right here.
No. They'll take him at 12 or 13. But,
Do they take Robert Williams too, or who do they take with that other pick?
that's a really tough one.
It depends. It really depends on what they want to do with DeAndre.
It's entirely hinges on what they want to do with DeAndre. I'm not sure who they're going to take with the other. I know one of these two picks
Miles
be.
Bridges.
You're going to draft 2 wings?
Well, you take Miles? Yeah, that's true.
I thought they would go point guard at this spot.
I say trade. I go Rod Williams and trade the 14 pick.
At 12-13.
Oh, what did I say, 14?
Yeah, that's okay.
Trade the 13.
I think I would have thought they would have gone point guard, which they still could. I think maybe get Zaire Smith.
Zaire Smith is also up there. I mean,
I feel like there's a drop off after
Maybe,
Young, Sexton, and Alexander.
Yeah, there is. Maybe Zaire Smith. Maybe Lonnie Walker. I don't know.
Jared Vanderbilt.
Josh Newkirk, Robert
Josh
Johnson,
Newkirk. Oh well.
Tim Priller.
I want to see William Gabriel get drafted so bad though.
it's Priller time.
It's Priller time. Always.
No, but Landon, I want to go back to what you were saying about stuff in the late first round. You know, you look for athleticism and the potential. When I play 2K,
Oh God! Okay,
you're done.
Okay,
You are done right now.
What,
You are not
let me ask you all, what do you think about a potential Kawhi getting traded to the Clippers?
It's too late.
The other Los Angeles
we
team.
would've
No,
heard
I'm not saying tonight. I'm saying I'm saying down the road.
I don't know.
Because apparently Jerry West is pushing really hard for that.
He should.
Well,
That's
what
the
are the
biggest-
Clippers going to give them?
Stuff.
What are the Clippers going to give them?
Tobias Harris.
Well, we're about to find out.
Whoever they pick here. That's what I would guess.
With the 12th pick in the 2018 NBA draft,
Michael Porter.
the LA Clippers select Miles Bridges
I'm so spot on right now.
You have them taking 2 wings?
The latest
Yeah.
great basketball player.
Wow. Yeah, HP's right. The Lakers don't have as many assets.
Second Michigan State player.
Clippers have more assets.
In the lottery.
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa!
Going to Charlotte. Send him to Charlotte.
Does this mean Shai Alexander's going to?
To the Clippers.
Oh, yes! Thank
Yes.
you!
Or so he thought.
Give me a high five. Come on. There we go. I wanted to see Shai go to LA. I just didn't think he was going to fall that much.
Okay, that makes more sense to me.
In the right to Jared Goodham. No, I'm kidding. But
That makes more sense to me because who are the Clippers point guards? Teletovic and
Teletovic is a
Tedosevich.
31
I don't know how you say that.
super great
Yeah,
guy.
And Patrick
Shai is
Beverly.
going to the Clippers.
And Patrick Beverly. So that makes sense. They needed Shai more than Miles Bridges. So that means they'll probably take a quarterback. They have to be, right?
Can I also
Michael Porter is not going to fall in the lottery, right?
Right. Can I also go on record saying that I don't think Jared Vanderbilt's going in the first round. I'm just saying there.
How many more times
We
are you
know.
gonna say that?
We know, Landon.
I look at my phone. I know what text you're sending.
What has been said has been said.
Whatever.
Can I finish what I was trying to say?
Yeah, sorry.
No, like I was trying to tell Landon.
There.
Like what I was trying to tell Landon. When I play 2K and I'm at the end of the first round, I just hit the athleticism filter and I draft.
You know what?
That's the biggest athleticism,
that's-
and typically, if it's a UK player, I jack his stats all the way down.
That's great. And you know what? That's not a bad player comparison.
Sean
actually.
Marion. No, that's a good player comparison. Sean Marion was athletic as hell when he was young.
Hey,
I've heard.
we got kids that listen to the show.
I personally think Miles Bridges is top 3, one of the most NBA ready players in this draft.
I think
disagree.
I think he's the most NBA ready outside of Luka Doncic.
I disagree because I think he's a little slower. He reminds me a little bit of Tobias Harris. I know that comparison was already made for Kevin Knox, but I think he's a little slower. I don't think he has the explosiveness. I think it would have benefited him a whole lot better if he had left last year. But he's a little streaky, and at times he doesn't seem like he not that he doesn't get it, but he's not as quick to adapt to a situation. So I like it though. I think it's the necessary pick. But as for NBA ready, I don't necessarily agree. But that's just
I like sending him to Charlotte though.
You like him because he's a Big Ten guy.
I do love me.
Talk about
Big
me
Ten
being
guys.
a homer. I'm talking about my school. You're talking about your conference.
I do love me some Big Ten boys.
You don't see me going out on a limb like last year, going about Tim Quarterman and Admiral Schofield.
Well,
Because the
everybody
Big Ten
else-
actually produces good players, Landon.
Since everybody else is going to be a homer,
Sick to football.
I'm changing my prediction on this 13th pick.
No, stay with Porter Jr.
Is it Keelan Martin?
It's Keelan Martin.
That's it.
2 future second. I mean, it's 1 pick. So
Draft rights to Shai Alexander, and then the Hornets get Bridges and 2 future second rounders.
I mean, it doesn't really.
Oh man,
Okay,
The
no,
Hornets just wanted to shake down the Clippers for a couple extra picks.
can I just say though how much I like Shai in LA?
can I
Yes,
bring it?
Landon.
I really like that.
Can I bring this into focus though? That I literally predict, like I literally
Don't you
predicted-
get on your high
I
horse and
literally
start.
predicted Michael Porter Jr. 13th.
That's great. You know what, Jared?
And you all laughed at me.
We laughed
told
at
me
you
he was
because
not
nobody-
going outside of the
It's
top
because
5.
That's because no one knew what the Bulls were gonna do. No one knew what there was 3 teams in the top before the Clippers that would have drafted him. Cavs, Bulls, and Grizzlies.
Yep. I'm just saying, I predicted this.
That's great, Jared. I hope to God he doesn't go to the Clippers. Just let me say that much.
Jared, remember that thing I told you when I said you're like Nostradamus? And you like predict the future, but Nostradamus literally had like hundreds of thousands of predictions. So of course he was going to get something right eventually. That's you.
Actually, this kind of brings a good question with Porter. Who's another guy you can see dropping out of their projected spot? Like, say a guy maybe like mid-first, late-first that probably drops out of the first round.
Lonnie Walker.
Lonnie Walker.
I don't think he drops out of the first. I think he drops into the 20s.
I think Gary Trent Jr.
I'm not sold on Lonnie Walker. I just really don't see what the appeal is with
He's
him.
just that good of a shooter.
He's a shooter.
Yes,
He's
but-
really, really athletic.
I can see a guy like Gary Trent Jr. who, by the way, no, I'm good, man.
Gary Trent's like a...
I'm very high on Gary Trent Jr.
He's
for the
he's
record.
up here.
Nah. Just keep him on the floor. We're trying to keep it neat.
Okay.
How
many
many
people are watching?
Like 2. I don't know.
Oh, and that's you and me, Landon.
I'm not even on it right now. I mean, hey, it's. Oh, we have one. Yeah, there you go.
No,
Hey,
it's,
when we-
it's me.
Hey, when we
Yeah,
go-
I'm the one person watching it.
Well,
Okay, fuck it, dude.
hey, language. Language.
There's nobody watching. There's literally nobody watching.
Oh my goodness. Jared, we gotta put this on iTunes. You dropping F-bombs.
I'm sorry.
We'll edit it out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I got the audio. We can just edit it.
I'm really interested to see who the Clippers
Hey, there's
take
2
here.
people watching now, including myself.
Welcome back.
So that means HP for a while stopped watching.
Oh, no,
Oh, hey,
it's down to
he's-
1.
He's working.
Yeah, was he filling Kroger gas for guys in Toyota Priuses? What are we doing here?
Can we make fun of Priuses?
No, we're not making fun of Priuses. I'm kind of happy though. We had a guy who we don't even know say Jabi Adur, which apparently means love you. We're trying to figure out what that is.
What language was that?
Probably. I don't know, it looks Arab. I don't know.
Well, the Clippers still haven't made their pick.
I don't.
Ask? Oh, that's Spanish.
Yeah, it's Spanish. What the heck? So, that's cool. I
Hey,
guess.
picks in. Turn it on.
Are Clippers have their second lottery pick. Let's go to the commissioner.
With the 13th pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the LA Clippers select Jerome Robinson.
Whoa! Wow!
Jerome Robinson, the high-scoring beast.
Are you kidding me?
I can't believe that.
Player.
Oh, that guy's not happy, or is he?
Lottery started in 19.
We all had him as a very late first round.
No, I did not. I had him going to
To the
Milwaukee at
Clippers
17.
after having just a sensational season.
Wow.
Okay, that's probably the most surprising pick
That's
in the draft
pretty
so far.
surprising. I did not think he would go lottery.
Well, then again, though, I don't know if it beats Trae Young yet. Well,
I mean, I think the mindset is they're going to lose Avery Bradley. They really don't have a starting caliber wing at the moment, so that's why they would go with him. And I mean, he's a junior, so he's more ready than most guys in this draft are.
I'll be stunned if Denver does not take
Porter.
absolutely
Oh.
stunned.
Oh, I know.
I will be.
Porter is
as well.
becoming more and more of a steal.
So, Jared, you want to brag a little more about how you said you were going to?
Well, I predicted his fall.
I don't think anyone saw this coming.
I did. I predicted his fall.
No, Jerome Robinson.
Oh, Jerome Robinson? No, I predicted the Porter Jr. fall.
I do like Robinson. I really do.
What'd you predict, Jared? I didn't hear you.
The Porter Jr. fall.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
No, I'm telling
That's
you.
very
there's-
vague.
There has to be something in his medical records. There has to be something for him to fall.
Oh, I don't know. He didn't
I had
release
a
him.
joke, but I'm not.
He didn't
gonna
release
say
him
it.
to anyone.
I had
So
a
maybe
joke,
that's
but-
why.
I've got a joke, but I'm not saying it on air.
Like team physicians checked him out, but no one. He never released his. So I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. Nuggets new logo. What do you think?
I mean, is it supposed to be intimidating?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what's really not intimidating?
Jerome Robinson's face.
UK's logo.
Jared, you guys put up banners for round of 32 appearances. Don't tell me about stuff how they look.
If anyone happened to just join us, you are listening to the Neutral Site NBA Draft live stream. We're almost to the halfway point.
And we're already about 2 hours in.
Yeah.
How
we're
much are
just-
we at right now?
1 hour and 50 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, don't you just love TV deals?
And we're putting this on iTunes?
Yeah.
This whole thing?
Yeah.
This is going to be beautiful.
Who cares?
Frustrating but beautiful at the same time. Oh, and that way I can get Jared. Jared, I can't believe you said that on here, man. That's just tragic. That's okay.
I didn't mean to. It happened. I'm sorry.
So Griff, now do you understand what I've been saying this whole time about Porter Jr. and how big of a concern that is? Clearly 13 other teams understand what I'm saying.
I think his talent's worth the risk alone. You gotta go back 1 year. This man was the undisputed #1 pick in this draft.
Well, not
No,
undisputed.
not undisputed.
Yes, undisputed.
Not undisputed.
Yes, undisputed.
What is in his hair?
Ronaldo. The Ronaldo lines.
Neymar spaghetti lines.
And he's drinking Fiji water.
I mean, I don't really know why you wouldn't take a chance on him, especially like these teams that have that have multiple picks.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Clippers.
I wonder if
the Clippers especially baffles me.
I wonder if Phoenix would take him.
If he's there at 16, I don't see why not.
Because Josh Jackson did have one of the absolute worst NBA rookie seasons.
No, he didn't.
No, we did not.
He really struggled.
He was first team.
He struggled pretty bad.
He was first team all rookie.
Ladies and gentlemen, apparently first team all rookie is struggling.
But apparently Lonzo had an amazing rookie
Thank
year.
you for following that up. I was hoping somebody was going to say that.
I have never said Lonzo had an amazing rookie season.
Jim, you keep bagging him up. He had 10, 7, 7, 7. It's only been done by 3 other players.
I give him
Look at that noise
credit.
again.
I give him credit where credit is due. Did you just see that flash?
I did.
Yeah, it kind of scared me. I thought I died.
It's my lightning hot takes.
Jared's hot takes. Josh Jackson had a bad rookie year despite being first team. Yeah. Damian Lillard had a really bad year. His first team All NBA.
I'm still frustrated. HP thinks Kevin Knox is a terrible pick to the Knicks.
I think at 9 it's a little bit of an overvalue.
You know,
But
I did
with that
actually.
being said,
I did actually put my name into the draft last year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I saw it. Yeah, Jared, come on.
where'd you pop up on the big boards?
I'm not really sure. I don't think I made any of them.
Yeah.
I was a
All
sleeper.
right.
You know how they have
Nuggets. What do you think they should do here?
not take Jared. That's what they should do.
I honestly think Nuggets are just sort of best position available or best player available.
Right.
Because they, for all intents and purposes, they should make the playoffs next year. I mean,
Yeah, they're insanely talented.
They
They were
are
kind of young
loaded.
last year. They were. I think they needed a year to gel.
I think Michael Porter Jr. honestly would be best suited coming off the bench for this team
Oh yeah.
right now, and I think that they need defense, and he's not going to give them that. I think that they're okay with that. I think Michael Porter Jr. is the best pick here.
Also,
And
he's the best player available, no doubt.
I'd also like to point out, talking about players that can add something. So Sexton came out, and after they were interviewing him, and he started talking to LeBron through the camera and said, quote, "Man, LeBron, let's do it. Let's do it. I see you needed a few pieces, 1 or 2 pieces last season. Let's do it. Let's go back to the finals. Let's do it."
Colin Sexton said
That's
that.
got to make you kind of excited.
I mean, it does, but I think. I mean, you're not. He's obviously not going to say, "Yeah, LeBron can leave and we can win like 9 games next season."
Imagine. Hey, did you see what Colin Sexton said? No.
I think they're going. I think they're going Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, I think they should. You just saw that on Twitter, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh, here.
Don't
let
ruin
me,
it.
Let me get my phone.
Come on, don't ruin it. There's no fun in that. There's no fun in just looking it up on Twitter.
Well, I'm getting on here to see if there's any trades or anything.
Well, we're about to find out. There's a spider on his head.
Oh God, Lonnie Walker.
Ah. Looks like a volcano went off on the top of his head.
Like,
It's full.
why? I wouldn't draft him just based off his hair.
Oh, come on, Griff.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, you're
Why can't he have a clean haircut like the big ragu? Look at that.
Ah.
Look at that hairline. Look at that hairline.
What?
Nothing. There's our impressions on the Twitterverse.
No. Did we make a good impression?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Well, it doesn't help
Which
that
is
we're in Kobe's
understandable.
socks.
I can't see the socks.
Should I show him the socks?
No,
No,
don't
don't
show
show
him
him
the
the
socks.
socks.
Don't show him
Please
the
don't show him
show
the
him
socks. That's someone I love, Zaire Smith.
I'm
He's not going to be ready to. He won't be ready to contribute this year, I don't think, but he's going to be good. I think he's going to be really, really good.
You know who actually might not be a bad pick here?
You know who Zaire Smith reminds me of? Victor Oladipo.
I can see that.
Unheralded recruit coming out of high school. Obviously, he rose a little bit faster than Oladipo did in college, but he's just got that insane athleticism. And he's got an insane work ethic.
You know the pick that honestly would not surprise me here?
Landon, mute. Unmute.
Kyrie Thomas.
Yeah, they need
With the
guard depth,
14th
really.
pick in the 2018 NBA
It has to be Porter, but I wouldn't be
Denver
surprised.
Nuggets select Michael Porter
Yeah,
there we go.
from the University
All right, he stayed in the lottery. There you go.
God, they're going to be stacked next year.
All smiles now.
They're going to be
because
stacked.
Once you're selected, the goal is just to produce. He'll have that opportunity, and we hope.
Like, if he's healthy, if he's a fraction of what, like, people we know he can be, they're going to be insanely good next year.
I still can't believe he dropped to 14.
I know.
I figured he dropped maybe to 8, 9.
10, yeah.
What are we going to keep counting? 11, 12, 13, 14.
I can't count that high. But, no, the sad part is you think I'm kidding. No,
We're laughing.
I really, Michael Porter Jr. He's a great player. I mean, he's very, very skilled, which is, it's very rare for a player of that size to be able to do the things that he does.
Did you know Rick Pitino once
But
called
he's
him, quote unquote, the greatest play I've ever seen in person?
Did he actually, or are you just making a joke?
What do you think, Griff?
I
I
honestly
can't
don't know.
tell.
No, he did not.
Okay.
Everybody knows Rick Pitino uses the biggest
Yeah.
superlative. It's like the Donald Trump of basketball at times. Think about it. It's the greatest.
Well, I mean, they also both slept with hookers.
No, Jared!
Whoa.
Jared! No!
Whoa!
Jared! We made an agreement this was going to be family friendly.
Yeah. Kevin, I was about to say Kevin Durant. I don't think he'll.
Gosh dang, Jared! Folks, we're trying to be serious and talk about
We are the Washington Post.
Folks, the player comparison they made for Michael Porter Jr. was Kevin Durant, but right now we really don't care.
No.
What? I didn't do anything. I was just talking about the show. I'm having
Anyway.
way too much fun right now.
Anyway, Michael Porter, Kevin Durant's a good comparison. He obviously will not get to be that good, I don't think. But there's just not a whole lot of people that play basketball right now. That combination of size and skill.
No, there's 3.
Who's the third?
Kristaps.
No, that's true. Kristaps is he's in a league of his own.
Yeah. No, it's actually funny that we were talking about Zaire Smith, and this is where I have him mocked to go, is to the Wizards.
Really?
So,
I think they go Robert Williams.
Ding, 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 ding.
He's the best big left, and they have no bigs. they have old Gortat, and that's it, who hates John Wall.
Yeah, I was about to say, considering John Wall said, we need to get a big guy, I can't stand Gortat, we need somebody that's actually physical. Look no further than arguably the most physical player in the draft. Robert Williams.
The only
Makes
person who might be
defenders-
more physical is his teammate,
Who would that be?
Tyler Davis.
No. I would take Williams.
I mean, Williams is better. I'm not saying Tyler Davis is better.
Good for you, though, Michael Porter Jr. You get to achieve your dream and you still get lottery money, too.
I was kind of thinking in the back of my mind, what if he falls to the Pacers?
you know, I want to go back to Robert Williams. I'm really not a fan of him in the NBA.
What?
As an all-star caliber potential, I really think I think he's going to be a solid role player. I think he'll be a good
And
player.
I think that's all he needs. That's why he's a great fit for the Wizards, because he's just a guy that can rebound and set screens and do all the dirty work for John Wall and Bradley Beal.
He's a little undersized. He's only 6'9".
But he's got insane athletic. He's an insane.
Oh,
athlete. He's insanely strong.
I'd like to see him add a semblance of a jumper. I don't care if he hits threes, just hit mid-range shots off the. So you can run that pick and pop game with Wall and Beal, because if you can do that, there's no one in the league that can stop the Wizards.
He's kind of like a not as good version of Wendell Carter. Like, he's just a hustle guy. He gets bored, sets screens, block shots, just dirty work stuff like that. I think that's what the Wizards need, because they don't need a fourth star on that team. They have their stars.
Right. I don't know, man. We're one pick away from halfway and an hour and a half in. Another hour and a half to go.
I love TV deals where they get
Oh, great. A meaningful Little Caesar commercial that adds a lot of value to this draft.
Little Caesar sounds flame right now.
Dude, I told y'all I could have got it, but y'all said, nope, won't eat it. Or only eat a little. What are you looking at me?
I never said I wouldn't take.
I said if I didn't get it, you wouldn't be. You said if I didn't get it, you
I know.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm so disappointed right now. So, well, looks like our audio is pretty good. That's a good start.
All right, best player left. Go.
Right now or potential?
Right now. Well,
Aaron
I mean,
Holiday.
out of the best, just best player.
That's
Aaron
a good
Holiday.
take. I'll give you that one. Aaron Holiday's got some potential.
You know, Aaron, like
Wait, hold on. Did you just agree with me?
we have history here, folks. History in the making.
Want to shake
Oh.
hands for this once?
Yeah. Can we hold on? Let's get this on camera. Just stand up real quick. Lanny Carrico and I are agreeing on something, and we're shaking hands.
Oh no, I don't agree. I don't agree that he's the best player left, but I think that's a good take. You know what?
I really like Aaron Holiday. I'm a big fan of his game.
I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna go with. See, this is such a high risk pick. I don't know if I want to say it live.
Come
Okay,
on,
there's
say
two
it.
guys. There's the conventional Robert Williams, and I think the guy who might have the highest ceiling, Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson's such a mystery.
That's exactly what I'm
Like,
saying.
I'm so interested to see how his career turns out because he's really the first guy to do this. To just sit out and not play anywhere for a whole year.
Well, there's two guys in this draft.
And there's
that
two
are
guys,
doing it.
yeah. But Mitchell Robinson did it first, I believe.
Yeah, I like Zaire Smith too. I'm just not entirely sold.
Right.
I forgot Eric Bledsoe got drafted by the Thunder. Interesting. Very interesting stuff, folks. Oh, great.
Why?
You mean Kawhi? You're welcome.
I almost said something, but I stopped myself.
Don't you do it. You've already made 2 bad jokes today. We're not going on a third strike.
Kuzma.
Kuzma's the best
I love
player.
that man.
Kuzma's the best player on the team.
I agree. Julius Randle.
Well, he's not going to be on the team anymore. Here you go. Here you go.
Here you go.
With Aaron Holiday, I cannot unsee the 10 turnover performance against St. Bonnie in the tournament. I just can't unsee that. I was like, I know he meant well. I know he was trying his best.
They still had Lonzo.
That was just terrible.
If they had Lonzo on that team, I'm telling you, they'd have won the whole thing.
No, they wouldn't have. You know why?
I'm going to throw you through that table.
You know why they wouldn't have won the whole thing? Because Steve Alford's their coach.
That's
why.
He is a future Hall of Fame. Hey, no, I'm kidding. I can't say this straight.
All right,
Dixon.
All right, Wizards.
Zaire Smith, make me
Let's see what
proud.
Robin Williams you have.
We have
Robin Williams.
to announce
Ooh.
There's probably one from earlier.
Oh.
the Charlotte Hornets trade the
Oh yeah, I
draft
forget
rights
they're
to
always
Shea
like.
Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick, to the LA Clippers for the draft rights to Miles Bridges, the 12th pick, and 2 future second-round picks. And with the 15th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Troy Brown Jr.
Wow.
University of Oregon.
Huh?
I kind of like it.
I don't.
I kind of like
Here
it.
tonight, but
That's not what they needed.
Team honorable mention player in the Pac-12.
I would have much rather seen them go big, but I kind of like this.
Oh, John Wall's gone. John Wall is gone. There.
Like he'll leave.
Yeah, what are you thinking? If you have Otto Porter Jr., who while I don't think he's the greatest small forward in the world, you're committing 23,
Max
20.
He's on a near max contract.
Yeah, you're committing that much money to him. It's not like he's done terrible by any means, but I think he's underachieved for that contract. But that's beside the point. That's for another day. You need a big guy. Robert Williams provides exactly what you need to that team. And you go, that's like, you know that, it's like that Family Guy episode. Lois, you know that diamond ring you always wanted? Peter,
right.
you did it. That's right, I bought a horse. That's exactly what this is right now.
Hold on.
You
I have a question. And maybe I'm crazy.
No, you don't need the question to confirm that.
What if they're planning on playing Otto Porter more at the
I was just about to say that, and also
He's
Troy.
not a four.
Also Troy, but in today's NBA, he could be.
He's too wiry. No, he can't. No.
He's got the length. He
What
has
is
the
it?
athleticism to be
He
able
has
to
played
be.
mostly 2 and 3 his entire life. There's no way he's gonna play 4.
Well,
He's
they can
not
stick
built-
Troy Brown down there then.
Okay, so what you think?
Troy Brown's smaller than Otto Porter.
Troy Brown isn't as physical as a guy like Robert Williams, though. Robert Williams is.
Well, I'm not saying I think Robert Williams should have been the pick. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to think of what.
No,
the
I
Wizards are trying
understand,
to do.
but if it's me, I don't see why. John Wall's gone after this year if they don't do something. I cannot rationalize if I'm a Washington executive of why he should stay. Hey, you wanted that big guy? Well, we're going to get a guy who's not going to play. We're not going to be as physical as before. We're going to get a guy who probably needs a year to learn. And that's right. Yeah. He's not that polished.
That's another thing.
Where John Wall.
That's why I really don't like
another
this
day. Don't say the Lakers.
He's gonna say the Lakers.
Don't you say the Lakers?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's the thing about Kyrie's going there, but that's the thing about Troy Brown that I really don't like. The Wizards are a team with their roster set up. They want to be able to compete now. Troy Brown's not gonna be ready to contribute. Not at least not in a big way. Like he might play a couple minutes a game, but he's not gonna make a difference between them getting out of that 8 seed slot.
The Wizards. I don't understand this pick at all. Because they just drafted the third player cut from the same cloth in the last 4 drafts.
Right.
Athletic, 3-point shooting.
No, dude, Brown is not a good 3-point shooter.
No. I'm going
a small forward. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Athletic, defense, some offensive game. I mean,
I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of relieved he's off the board because there was a lot of chatter about the Pacers taking him.
Well, at least Miami didn't trade for him. I'm not saying Troy Brown's a bad player. He's not a bad player by any means. But you had one need. It's like you had one job and you didn't do it.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how they're going to find minutes for him with Oubre already on the bench and Porter there.
Even Marcus Morris.
And Marcus Morris. I mean,
Markieff.
How are they going to find minutes for him?
I don't get that pick.
I don't either.
Maybe they're going to move Oubre? I don't know.
Maybe move Oubre. I was thinking maybe try to dump Otto Porter's contract.
Okay, is that officially now? Well, okay, crazy thought. Maybe they trade. No. Remember my little proposal a while back about Otto Porter and a couple first-rounders to New Orleans for Boogie? Now, do I think it's realistic? It's going to happen? No, but it makes that a lot more realistic.
But why would they do that? Because Oubre's not ready to. Oubre is not a starting caliber player yet.
Apparently, they just draft a guy they feel like could take his spot. I don't know.
I think Oubre is starting caliber. If you say this hypothetical trade of Boogie goes through, I mean, Oubre can start. You can plug anyone at the 3 with a lineup consisting of John Wall, Bradley Beal, and you can plug anyone in that 3 spot.
Quick question. Is this the most shocking pick of the night?
No, Jerome Robinson still is.
Is this the biggest disappointment of the pick of the night?
That's a pretty disappointing pick. Well, let's see.
Obviously they know more than us, but all right, last question.
Let me put it
Hold up, though. Because we got 13 seconds for it. We're halfway through. First, quick impressions. Give me one word to describe this draft so far. Griff?
Loaded. Hold on, Landry Shamet, or however
Shamet,
however you say his last name.
Let's see who Aiden's teammate's going to be.
I'm saying Landry Shamet.
Len's gone.
I bet Aaron Holiday. I'm going to say Aaron Holiday or Lonnie.
I'm going Zaire Smith.
I think Zaire Smith could be a good pick here.
You know who I can see Lonnie going to?
Spurs.
Yeah. Spurs or Milwaukee. I don't see. They need. Both teams could use some good shooting. Right. Especially considering Danny Green may not even pick up his option.
Right.
So we'll see.
I thought he already did.
Did he?
I thought he did.
Well, we have the internet.
It's a $10 million option, isn't it? He's not going to get paid that much by anyone else.
Plus,
Brandon, you want to unmute the TV?
Well, are they picking?
Yeah. It says picks in. Well, classic ESPN delaying things so that they can get more airtime with DeAndre.
Yep. Time's up, Phoenix. Penalize them, Adam Silver.
Danny Green likely to exercise $10 million player option. Okay. Not worth $10 million to me, but hey, that's whatever. Classic North Carolina. No, I'm kidding. Had to pick up the tobacco road.
After you
Devontae's better.
Huh?
Devontae Green's going to be better than
Danny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Devontae Green is going to blow up next year next to Romeo.
Yeah, they're brothers.
I did not know that.
Why do you think I've been so high on Devontae Green for the past 2 years?
Because you saw his name on a roster sheet and just went with it? I don't know.
Because all people named Devontae are good at sports. HP can confirm this with me.
I don't know if HP's watching anymore. It's kind of sad. Oh, well.
All All right. I mean, they have to go guard here, right?
Yeah,
I guess
much
not.
of
I
that.
mean, there's no bigs
With
right
the
here.
I'll save my
16th
point for
pick in the
after this.
2018 NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Zaire
Yeah.
Smith
Yeah,
from
that's
Nice.
Virginia
I like it.
University.
Wow.
I like that.
You're surprising.
Okay, you see DeAndre now.
Okay. Look,
That's
I like
defensive.
I like
defensive guy.
I like Tyler Ulis. Tyler Ulis is one of my favorite players in Kentucky history, if not my favorite.
Mine too,
But he has
actually.
not been as good as I thought he'd be in the last couple of years. He's undersized and being exploited. I think he's a great facilitator and a great team leader.
He's
But
good. He's good off the bench.
But I think this pick is very, very good, and I think that maybe shows that they're going to try and move Ulis or Knight. So they're taking people out of the graveyard, the Phoenix graveyard for Kentucky.
I don't know. I think Zaire Smith's more of a combo guard than a true point.
Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know.
I do love that pick. I love Zaire Smith.
Oh, I think he's a great pick there.
My big question is, are they going to try and bring back Elfrid Payton?
No,
Because
I
see that
really doubt
this,
it.
I don't know if they could put Zaire at point guard. I doubt.
Elfrid Payton, he played all right when he got to Phoenix last year.
Yeah, he was about a C average.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're not going to be good next year anyway.
I still think they'll go after Marcus Smart. I can see that. But
Maybe.
I don't know. I still think there's a pretty big fall off between Zaire Smith and guys like Shai Alexander, Colin Sexton, and then Trey. I just feel like there's too much after that. That's just me though. But it's whatever.
The Bucks. This is interesting.
You gotta go with the shooter.
I kind of feel like they might trade for Hassan.
I think this is where Lonnie Walker
Please,
goes.
please, Jesus, let that happen.
I kind of feel like they might trade for Hassan Whiteside. I mean,
If there's gonna be a big trade for a superstar or
It would be
superstar, it's going to be right now. They just compare Zaire Smith to Avery Bradley.
I like it.
Oh, I like
I like that.
Whoa, hey! Proposed trade to the Sixers.
Whoa, hello.
Is Covington coming back on that?
No way.
No, they'll get 26 and probably 30, whatever pick in the 30s the Sixers have.
I will say this. I'm kind of disappointed we haven't seen any big names moved, and we might not.
Yeah, I know.
It's looking like it's going to be really quiet.
It's like being told there's going to be cake at a party, and it's just nothing. It's just chocolate pretzels.
It's carrot cake.
Carrot cake. Oh, that's
Banana chips.
no, Jared. It's disappointing. No. We know
You
you
like
all-
bananas. You like banana chips.
You
Do you
are the
have
only-
any of those?
No, I don't have any banana. I don't have any delectable banana chips.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about this. I just forgot about this. Why trade for Hassan when they can draft Robert Williams?
Because Hassan's a more intimidating presence than Robert Williams.
Is he after that playoff performance and how Pat Riley just absolutely
Now, hold your
roasted
horses.
him in the media?
Now, hold your horses. They don't need a ball-dominant offensive player. Hassan Whiteside can still be a defensive threat.
So can Robert Williams.
Right, but...
And you don't take on that huge contract.
Robert Williams
doesn't take up a lot of space inside. He's only 6'9". He's
You don't
more wide
have-
than he is tall.
The Bucks are the longest team in the NBA. You don't need someone else that can take up that much space.
But it's a luxury to have if you can get it. My question is, though, who would Miami get in return? I know, what was it, Christian talked about John Henson?
It would have to be John Henson to make it work, to make contracts work, but they'd get 17 probably.
I mean, look, man,
What about Jabari Parker? I mean, I said that I thought that they wanted him.
Jabari Parker is not, or Hassan Whiteside is not worth Jabari Parker in any lifetime.
No, but for whatever reason, the Bucks were exploring the idea of trading him, and I have
It's because
no idea
apparently
why.
Giannis wants him out.
Why?
That's a rumor. I don't know. Apparently Giannis wants him and Bledsoe out.
Those were the two guys they were looking at shopping. Bledsoe, I completely understand.
why?
Why? He does not fit your core well. I mean, he's a good player. He really is. He got absolutely wrecked by Terry Rozier.
Okay, hold on a darn minute. Terry Rozier, his playoff run is one of the best playoff runs we've seen in recent memory. It's not like he played like that the entire year. He played well during the year, yes, but that playoff run was
during the
yeah, my voice cracked big time. But no. Bledsoe is still proving he can be a good player. Ever since I thought when he came out of UK back in 2010 that he was severely underdrafted because I figured he
Shocker.
I mean, what do you expect me to say? He played under a system in which John Wall was the main facilitator. He didn't get to showcase his
Eric
abilities.
Bledsoe is better than John Wall. You heard Landon say it here first.
What are you talking? I did not say that. You suck. Anyway, no. Bledsoe.
Landon's children watching.
Yeah, well, Bledsoe has proved he can be a great leader. He's improved his shot vastly since he got in the league, as well as the fact that he is.
Don't you mean he's vastly improved his jumper, not improved his jumper vastly?
Does it matter?
I mean, Jared is just like absolutely destroying you right now.
I mean, he
I
sure
just
as heck
quit.
doesn't. He sure as heck doesn't with his takes, but that's not.
I would
point.
just quit.
Kind of like Andrew Bynum.
He got hurt. That doesn't count.
No, he quit during 2011. That was Phil Jackson's last series. Hey, J.J. Redd's coming through the lane. Should I block it? No, I've got a better idea. I'm going to shoulder him in the elbow or the chest. That'll work. That's like when I always joke with you and HP. You thought this is going to get him. This is the idea it's going to get him, and it just does not. It's exactly what happened with Andrew Bynum in his career. God, that just feels old to say. Andrew Bynum.
He's still only like 29.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, he's richer than anybody else that we know.
Yeah, because the Pacers played him a bunch of money to just not play.
They did. He played 2 games and averaged a double-double in them. Then he got hurt again.
AKA best Pacer big man of all time.
False Roy Hibbert.
How are you, Roy Hibbert, 7'3", and you can't rebound?
Is HP kidding right now?
I don't know.
What's he saying?
He said the Suns just got McCall Bridges.
No way.
Sixers are trading McCall Bridges to the Suns for Zaire Smith in the 2021 first. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Sixers are trading
Oh
Bridges.
my God, I love that. Good job, Suns.
Oh,
That is
the
fantastic.
Sixers, what are you doing?
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Okay, can I talk about who I feel terrible for right now?
McCall Bridges'
mom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see her reaction? Hey, I work for the Sixers. Hey, my son's a great player. Oh, wait, they just traded him away to the other side of the country. Wow.
Good for you, Suns. That's
What?
That's
You
a
know what this
really
is?
good trade.
You know what this tells me?
They don't trust Markelle Fultz?
One, yes, but more than that.
What?
What's his face? Shooting guard, Suns. What's his name?
Booker.
Booker. Yeah, Devin Booker. He's playing point guard now.
He's not a point guard.
I don't
Never
think
handled the
that- I
ball.
don't think that tells me that.
I
I
don't get that.
I don't-
What are you doing if you're...
I don't know what that tells you. Josh Jackson to a small ball 4, maybe? Play him next to Ayton? Bucks pick.
With the 17th pick in
Wow.
the
That's
2018
I can't
NBA
believe
draft,
that.
the Milwaukee Bucks select Dante DiVincenzo.
Whoa!
I like that.
Hey!
That's a great pick. That's a great pick.
I kind of wanted to see him in either San Antonio or Philadelphia. That's fine.
We've had 2 white guys go in the top 20.
Hey!
Let's go! That's a really good pick.
I don't get...
something.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jared. Jared.
This is why we limit our shows to an hour usually.
I mean,
but
let...
that's a great pick. I mean, he's just a lightning rod off the bench.
Oh, I totally agree. Can we please, though, go back to the Suns thing? I am still in shock about what's going on. The Sixers had the guy they needed, had the guy that they wanted, but at the end, they trade him away for Zaire Smith, and frankly, I don't think that's who they needed.
No, I don't think that is either. I mean,
They're rolling with J.J. Redick.
with their current roster, would a rookie really play that much though?
You know what? Do you know what? Well, no, I don't think. But I think the thing that we've overlooked, the 2021 deal is Miami. Miami might be going in a rebuild in the next couple of years.
Yep.
So that's actually an interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
So Philadelphia, you're not looking dumb, but you're still kind of confusing at this one.
It is confusing. They're in win now mode. I think they would. I think they should have taken a more NBA ready player instead of stockpiling assets like that.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
I don't either.
I mean, obviously we're a bunch of armchair quarterbacks right now eating kettle potato chips.
With no salt. Who gets it without the salt?
My dad, he's on a diet. I don't know.
It's a long draft. Oh, that's a terrible comparison.
Tyler Johnson.
He is Dante DiVincenzo is the white Marcus Smart. That's what he is. He's a white Marcus Smart. Just an absolute bulldog on defense, and he's a lightning rod off the bench. Not necessarily with the scoring,
Marcus
maybe.
Smart doesn't have a jumper to save his life, and Dante DiVincenzo may be the best shooter in this draft.
No, he's not.
Did you just say Dante DiVincenzo is the best shooter in this draft?
DiVincenzo's a very streaky shooter. Do not let the national championship.
Trae Young says
fool
hello.
you.
Trae Young.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about
Trae Young
that.
says hello. Heck, I take Bridges.
I wouldn't. I like DiVincenzo a lot.
I do too.
I go with Kevin Knox too. Oh, look at the stats. Knox was good. Oh, if Kevin Knox went to some obscure place like, let's say Iowa,
one of the graveyards.
No, let's say Iowa, like a college, and you'll all be saying he's a great scorer, this and that. But since he goes to the University of Kentucky, you all hate him. That's just how it is. I'm sorry.
Actually, I think if he went to a school like Iowa and he averaged 30 points a game, I'd be wondering like how much of that was just because his teammates sucked.
He didn't average 30 points a game. He averaged, what, 18?
Carrico Airport is now.
No, I get the joke, Jared. I get the joke. It didn't go over my head.
Yeah, that's a really good. No, the Bucks taking DiVincenzo. I love that.
I actually would have. I don't know.
The Spurs pick is interesting to me.
Kyle.
No.
Kyle, you're evil.
No. Folks, you're obviously seeing this right now. Jared is not rapping every lyric to Rap God.
Because he can't.
No, stop that. Jared, you hold it. Stop it. So when did we turn into a rap show?
When Kyle told me I needed to rap.
No, you could do it in the car on the way home. You live about 15 minutes away.
So,
That's right, you're going to throw mine.
Spurs pick.
I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
Lonnie Walker, like, all right, look, here's the thing. We're like 2.5 hours into this show right now.
I'll go with the pick. Zanan Musa.
I don't even know how to say his name.
Because Euro guys.
Why not? That seems like a typical pop pick.
It does, and he will turn into a 19-time All-Star.
Isn't he like 7 foot tall or something?
He's like 6'8".
No, he's like 6'8".
I don't know.
He's a really good shooter, apparently. That's
So he's basically Manu Ginobili, but taller.
and right-handed, and not bald.
Spurs trade Kawhi Leonard to the 76ers
For Fultz and Zaire Smith.
Yeah.
And
Fultz is
Tank
going to be
on.
the biggest draft bust of that last class.
To be fair, though, nobody saw that coming.
I don't know. I don't think you should give up on Fultz just yet.
No, but this time next year, if we haven't seen anything.
I wouldn't be surprised if they traded Fultz. Because he was a Colangelo project.
Isn't he gone?
Yeah.
We need to rehire Hinkie.
They do need to rehire. He's too busy working for football now.
He works for the Broncos.
Yeah, I was about to say he works for the Broncos.
Oh no, they're gonna take with the first pick. Who would they take?
I think he would take Lego because of Richard Lego because measurables.
The draft rights to Andre Woodson, former Kentucky quarterback who now works at Amazon. All right.
I just think it's funny how Kyle called me J. Ryan. Kyle's also watching the show right now.
No.
Thank you for watching.
No, the guy. Well, yeah, he texted it. What do you think?
Well, he told me
But
he
you're
was
missing
gonna.
the
He
T.
told me he was gonna.
You're missing the T on this jersey. Who's Brian?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This was a $20 jersey I bought on clearance, and I didn't see that it didn't have. Oh, Ethan's here too. Oh my God. Ethan, what's up, buddy?
We're about to lose it.
Yeah. Have we ever in history seen a NBA team not pick within their designated timeline? I know we've seen it in football with the Vikings.
I have no idea.
Know.
I have no idea.
It's a good question for the Google.
Well, until then.
Picks in. All right.
In the 2018 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Lonnie Walker
Hey, I
There we
called
go.
that. I called that
from
one.
the University of
gotta be
Well-
thrilled if you're Lonnie. Oh, wait a minute.
Is he crying?
I would be too.
He
I'm
gets
a
to play
first
for-
round pick. I
he
go
gets
into
to-
arguably the best organization in the NBA.
He gets to play with the best coach ever, maybe.
I agree with that.
For how much longer?
At least his rookie contract.
At least-
Pop is
I mean-
a robot.
Well, I hate to say this, but Pop's wife dying may take some years off just because it kind of puts things in
Are you saying like till he retires or dies?
Hey, it's Bernie
until he
Sanders.
retires, not until he dies. That's terrible. No, until he retires, 'cause he might just want to enjoy, live. You know, I really like this pickup though. I really like this pickup.
No, I mean,
I do
this is a
too.
good pick. I mean, you have an aging Manu Ginobili. The shooting guard spot was sort of weak last year outside of Danny
Yeah.
Green.
DeJounte Murray isn't really the answer.
Oh, I disagree.
Well, he's more
good.
of a point. He's more of a point.
No, he's very, very good.
But he's not the answer by himself to carry a backcourt. He's
No.
going to need a good running mate, and Lonnie Walker could be that guy.
I'm still kind of. I figured he'd go anywhere from the 12 to 17. I didn't think.
I know. I didn't think he'd fall to the Spurs. I bet they're thrilled.
Right.
So,
That he fell that far.
oh.
Mr. Urbanski or Mr. Novotny, do either of you have any questions you'd like to ask?
Anybody for that matter.
Yeah, any of you all. Cameron, if you're still, I think it's actually just Kyle and Ethan.
Lonnie
Wait a
Walker,
minute.
Dwayne Wade.
No.
No.
That's a terrible comparison.
You heard it here first. Lonnie Walker will be one of the greatest shooting guards ever.
You know, that's like Chauncey. Like, hey, look at my notes. Who can I think?
Dwayne Wade was not that good of a shooter coming out of college.
No, Dwayne Wade's not that good of a shooter right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
What would be a good comparison for Lonnie Walker?
Athletic shooter. No. No.
Kyle.
Kyle, we do not want to be stuck at this table for the next 8 days.
This is why Kyle's my best friend.
Folks, since this is going to be on iTunes, we have to say what was out there. Kyle wants us to put on thoughts on Trump's recent immigration policy. And to that, as they say in Spain, no.
Kyle is my roommate at school, and this is hilarious.
Not funny. I don't want to get into this, and I don't want to hear. This is a sports show.
Hold on, argue about it in the comments section. I don't really care what y'all do there.
David Robinson.
Why is the Admiral with Lonnie Walker?
Because he's a former Spur legend.
Because Lonnie Walker is the next David Robinson.
I kind of want to look up
They're going
now.
to stick him at the 4.
What, Trump's immigration policy?
No, not the Trump immigration.
God.
Why? Why was that the first question that came to mind,
I
Kyle?
don't know. He asked me if he could ask questions, and I told him, yeah.
That is not what we meant.
We just mentioned Trump, and now our video is going to get flooded by angry liberals.
Sam Flag.
Dude, we've been streaming for 3 hours.
That's actually kind of. Eric Gordon.
What?
That's a
For
good
Lonnie
comparison.
Walker?
Okay.
That's not bad, yeah.
Are Lonnie Walker's knees made out of paper?
I hope not, but maybe.
Are they a nice sturdy glass?
I don't know what that is.
Oh well.
Where's paper? You ever seen the movie Unbreakable with Bruce Willis?
Mm-hmm.
Eric Gordon is Mr. Glass.
The Pacers are in the hole. I love it. They're in the second hole.
This is going to be interesting putting all this up on YouTube. Or iTunes.
Yeah.
It's going to be not 5 hours, but it's going to be a lot.
It'll be a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should cut it into 2 parts.
I mean,
Yeah.
for goodness
Okay,
sakes.
this is not a
for goodness
discussion to
sakes,
have.
For goodness sakes, these teams have 3 months to make a pick. Why do they need 5 whole minutes?
So that we can discuss it. And so that ESPN makes money.
So, Atlanta Hawks.
Who
Let's
cares?
go, Hawks.
They have Trae Young.
Let's go, Hawks.
They have Trae Young. They have John Collins, and they have like literally no one else. So,
You talk bad.
or Torian Prince, I guess.
Torian Prince isn't bad.
Who do they go with here?
I think you go with Hamadou. No, I'm kidding.
I'm kind of feeling.
You're gonna say Kevin Huerter, aren't you?
I was gonna say him or Bates Diop.
They just need shooting.
Yeah, and both
shoot the ball.
They shoot ball.
That's a stunning take.
They shoot ball. They put ball in hoop.
Let's look at our list here.
I think Huerta's a good pick here.
I wouldn't mind a guy like Kyrie Thomas. That'd be a good pickup right there.
Yeah.
Well, but you already drafted a point guard.
He plays off ball.
You know what they can do that'd be interesting?
Trade.
Anthony.
Trade. Ooh, they could. Uh-oh, we're going to find out.
Their second first-round pick.
With the 19th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Kevin Huerter from the University of
Mini Clay!
Okay, technically I had that right. I just had the wrong pick. I had him going to 31. I think he's a little too. I'm a little concerned about. I'm a little concerned about this just because we're talking about people with paper knees.
I mean, I'm always wary of guys who like are okay in college and then they have a really good combine.
He had a really good freshman year.
I mean, he had a pretty good Mike Miller.
What do we think about pineapple on pizza? That's what Ethan wants to know.
I think it's delicious.
I mean, it's okay.
Never had it.
You never had pineapple on pizza?
No, I haven't.
It's not bad. It's underrated. So, Ethan, you heard it here on a sports show. What we think about pineapples on pizza?
The Hawks have Mini Clay. They're set.
Is he though?
He's Mini Clay.
Is he?
Minus the marijuana in college.
Wait.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Clay got suspended for like half his senior season.
No, I'm not surprised.
Timberwolves trade Cat now. Do it.
West Coast people.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying this draft has been disappointing because it hasn't.
It's kind of been underwhelming though.
You want me to discuss my fraternity's rush strategy? We haven't even got there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Ethan, we'll make a trade. We'll discuss the rush strategy if you post on your fraternity our page. There you go. That's a fair trade right there.
Hey Ethan, I have their strategy. They're gonna get down on their knees and beg people to join. That's what it's gonna come to.
I'll be right back.
Oh boy. What do you say, Ethan? We got a trade? I'll wait for about a minute for that.
Who should the Timberwolves take? I'm thinking Aaron Holiday.
I wouldn't mind Aaron Holiday.
Because they need guard depth.
Yeah. I don't know. I had them taking DiVincenzo. I don't know. I think Kyrie Thomas. I know I just said the pick. I like Kyrie
just
Thomas.
keep knocking him down.
No, Kyrie Thomas is already down. Let me pick him back up and knock him over.
Oh,
that
was last. I was like, what? They took Ricky Rubio back.
I don't know. I think they need a guard. I think a guy like Aaron Holiday is good. I think a guy like Kevin Huerter, or not Kevin Huerter, he just got drafted. Kyrie Thomas is good. I wouldn't be entirely shocked though if they went with a guy like Landry Shamet either, just because he gives good shooting.
Yeah.
To that team. But we'll see.
And we know Thibodeau, whoever they draft, isn't going to play a whole lot.
No.
Because Thibodeau is the most overrated coach in the entire NBA.
I wouldn't go that far. I'd say the most overrated coach is Eric Spoelstra. And yeah, I'm a Heat guy, but guess what? I can say it.
See, I think he's underrated still. That's a decision that's a topic for another day.
I'd say
The Timberwolves should be so much better than what they are, though.
I don't.
But they have 4 All-Stars on their team.
4.
Teague. Wiggins.
Oh, I thought you meant like currently. I'm like,
No, not currently. No. Teague, Wiggins, Butler, Towns. 4 all. Jamal Crawford, I'm sure, was at one point.
no, I wasn't.
He never was?
Nope.
Really?
What are you talking about?
Jamal Crawford being an all-star at one point.
No, he was really close though. He averaged like 20 a game in New York.
Ethan wants to know, is Larry Bird a good basketball player? No.
Nope.
He was a great basketball player.
No, he was terrible.
Is Larry Bird That's supposed to be an inside joke or something.
It's kind of an inside joke.
Did somebody not know who Larry Bird was or something?
Ethan didn't know who Larry Bird was.
You gotta be kidding. Ethan. Dude. Come on. It's like top 10 player of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Top white basketball player ever.
Not true.
Who'd you bring above him?
George Mikan.
Don't you, George Mikan?
The Giant.
I'm gonna go barbershop mode. Don't you bring no George Mikan into this.
He's arguably the greatest big man of all time.
He played in a league where he could stand in the lane for 20 as long as he wanted. He was the only guy at his height. Played with guys that were about our size.
I could say the same thing about Will Chamberlain.
Will Chamberlain played. All right, what else? We got another Ethan Urbanski. Thoughts on Jared's new My League?
It's probably terrible.
This stream
Sucks
sucks to play
like
Jared.
Jared.
Yeah. Folks, that was just texted by Ethan Roberts.
Wait, which Ethan?
We were all thinking it.
You just want me to take another leave of absence? Okay, well the T-Wolves are picking and we don't care anymore. So
I do. I want to see who this pick is.
The T-Wolves should be good, but they're not because Thibodeau's not a good coach.
yeah, I completely agree.
You ever wonder who Jay Billis would look like if he had hair?
I'll go back and look at his Duke pictures.
I love how HP is leaving comments on our YouTube page, but he can't do this. I just don't get it.
HP, if you're still watching, this stream sucks. Let's turn on the Puppy Bowl.
Classic dude, perfect. I refuse to watch
Come
my
on,
own team's
I
podcast.
refuse to watch my own team's podcast. Goodbye.
Is he actually going to leave?
Yes.
I don't know.
Come on,
I
T-Wolves, don't
think
screw
that
it
might
up.
just be Kyle and Ethan watching right now.
I feel like he left. I don't know. This has gone on a lot longer than I thought it would, but then again, that's on me.
I mean, would anybody kill us if we just sort of get it a little bit short?
No. You knocked that off right. We made a commitment, Jared.
Damn it,
We're
dude.
gonna be doing this until like
We're
11:30.
2/3 of the way through. Damn it, we're finishing
Hey!
this.
Children,
There's our
watch
third-
this show!
There's our third strike on this video.
We're
We
finishing-
can't be monetized anymore.
We're finishing this.
We can just cuss up a storm now. We can't be monetized
What are you talking
anymore.
about? Our appeal got dropped.
No, you get 3 strikes per video. Like if you cuss more than 3 times on a video, you get demonetized.
That's not
And
true.
Yeah, it is. The video can't be monetized.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone on YouTube cusses.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, here we go. Thank God the Timberwolves got an extra 10 minutes to pick.
Oh.
To announce the
Oh.
Philadelphia 76ers
Yeah.
trade the draft rights to Mikal Bridges,
Not a bright
the
trade,
10th
except
pick,
for that
to the
2021
Phoenix
pick.
Suns for the draft rights to Zaire Smith, the 16th pick, and a future first-round pick. And with the 20th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Josh Okogie
Ooh.
from Georgia Tech.
I like that.
One of the guys that Bill has said could be a potential pick.
I want to talk about
is
big guys with
how
extreme
does he
upside.
play in
Yeah,
terms of
ex-
the way
yeah,
he plays
very-
with the top
Very big upside.
I didn't even have him in my first round.
Yeah, I really like that pick.
I don't think I had him in the first round either.
I didn't. Yeah, that's just a guy who's a. I mean, at this point, you're taking guys that are really low risk, high reward, and that's exactly what he is.
Guys like Jared Van Noken. Actually, that's extremely high risk.
That's like low risk, low reward.
Do you think Hank Med is qualified to be a team trainer?
Who is Hank
Oh God, Ethan is currently referencing what's it called?
No, you take Ted Cruz off the screen right now.
Oh boy, folks, they're talking about.
He's currently referencing Roy.
Robert Williams.
He's
Hello.
still there.
Griff. What if he falls to Indiana?
No, they don't need him.
Griff. What if he falls to Indiana?
They don't need him.
Griff.
I wouldn't take him.
Oh my goodness. Chicago maybe? No, they just.
They promised Hutchinson. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone, it's looking to me like the people who I want the Pacers to take are both going to be there, and that's Brunson and Bates Diop. So that's
I think Brunson would be a really good player on the Pacers,
yeah.
and he'd be right by Butler.
Dude, I don't know. Grayson Allen gets picked in the first round. I'm throwing that little tape dispenser.
I'm telling you, he's going.
Grayson Allen will be a first-round
He's
pick.
going to the Warriors because of course he is.
I have him slated to go to the Trailblazers.
You have Trayvon Duval going in the first round, by the way.
Yeah, that's a mistake, and I just don't care to change it. I have Anthony Simmons going to the Pacers, actually.
They won't take him. They'll take someone. I think they'll take someone that can play right now.
There's 2 picks left I care about.
Lakers and
Pacers.
Well, folks, we'll find out. Biggest storyline of the night so far, though.
Porter dropping as far as he did.
Jared?
I'm going to say the Doncic trade.
Yeah, I'm going with Griff. I'm going Porter dropping. I just don't see it any other
I
way.
mean, I sort of... Oh, our stream's lagged.
No, we're live still. It's just a show. You know what they say, Jared?
No, we just lost it.
No, we didn't just lose it. Stream health bad.
Huh?
Hmm.
It ain't bad.
It's just we're experiencing buffering.
Oh, wait. I just saw you get up on here.
That just means we're buffering. Oh well, who cares at this point? HP's right. He texted. He said this draft got really boring because like all the high-profile trades went early.
Griffin, you just grabbed your dick on.
Jared! Stop!
Who's gonna listen? What are we?
We're like 3 hours in.
We're putting this on iTunes.
Who's gonna listen this deep? If anyone does, I will buy them dinner.
We still got a lot to talk about after the first round, by the way.
We're keeping it going after the first round.
No. I mean off camera about other stuff.
Landon, I got work in the morning.
I do too. You don't see me winding up a storm.
Well,
I was gonna say we are not turning this show into the Bill Maher show where all you do is curse every 4 minutes or 4 seconds.
This has devolved quickly.
Well, anyway, you grabbed your
crotch,
your ding-a-ling on live stream.
I gotta say though, our numbers actually have been kind of decent lately.
Yeah.
We have 2 people watching.
Come on, Jazz.
I'm talking
Do
about
something
Podbean.
fun.
Podbean and iTunes.
I hadn't paid attention. Turn it on.
We have 176 total views.
The 21st pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Grayson Allen from Duke.
No! No!
Give me the tape dispenser.
4-year sensational career in Duke, and this is the way it's going to be for
Where is
Grayson.
it?
He's in the stands here at Barclays Center with his family and friends. There's a mixed reaction to him. And there's his
Don.
teammate, Don.
Look at Don.
This is going
Don doesn't like it.
What are you doing?
I was gonna throw his tape dispenser
Wow.
out the window or out the door.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. He's a good scorer off the bench. He can play right away.
But it's Grayson
But it's
Allen.
Grayson Allen.
Come on. Is there no integrity anymore?
I mean, he really should. What?
We're gonna take dirty players like Grayson Allen, who just show a complete disregard for their opponents and a lack of respect for the game for the antics they pull. Let's just take them. Let's reward that behavior, folks.
Well, on that note, actually, he's pretty great fit in the Jazz system. I mean, he's a great shooter.
Yeah.
He can play off ball.
He's-
You can give him the ball as a secondary
He's
playmaker.
a really good fit. He'll be a
Sadly.
really good fit off the bench.
Sadly, he is, but that's not.
No, I mean, I think he's going to be a great player to go against or go alongside with Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, if the Jazz can get they're not going to get a huge free agent, but if they can get a pretty a mid-tier superstar, they're going to be a really, really good team next year, I think.
Bob Sura, you want to talk
That's
about
a blast
throwback
from the
names.
past.
I understand that.
What about the one dude that used to play for the Grizzlies who had the really weird name? His name's like I can't remember his name. He had like a really like Middle Eastern name.
That's specific.
Oh, Abdul Rahman?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Abdul Rahman, yeah, that's who I was thinking, but he plays for Michigan. But yeah, that's who I was thinking.
No, it's something like that, though.
Yeah. Just super good
Abdul
shooter.
Rahif or something
Yeah,
like
just
that.
a super good shooter.
He's actually still playing basketball. He's still playing organized basketball.
Will somebody explain to me why Robert Williams has dropped this low?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he's completely unsafe.
That's kind of blowing my mind. And the Bulls aren't going to take him.
Does Jared's armpits smell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ethan, you're really on topic here.
Grayson Allen.
Why do you hate him?
Why do you think
Oh,
I don't
Don
like
gave him a hug.
Hey, Don gave him a hug. They're going to be buddies.
Step away slowly. His foot is extended.
Why do you think I don't like
Plot
Grayson?
twist, Grayson Allen turns out to be the better player of the two when it's all said and done. I'm about to throw you through the
HP's about to drive through that wall over there. And
The
just
samurai
absolutely
comes
destroy
flying through the window. Ah, gosh. Well, but seriously, why do you think I don't like him? Come on.
I don't know.
He's a dirty player with a clear disregard for his opponents. He's a Tobacco Road guy for the record, and clearly I think he's a whiner. And he basically led Duke to that title over Wisconsin in that championship game. If we were going to lose to a team, I would have rather that team actually won the championship. So
Little known fact, he did drop 30 in his rookie or his freshman year to win the Natty.
That's why I just
He did. That's when I knew I was going to hate him.
I actually really liked him after that. I still don't hate. I mean, I don't like him, but I don't hate him.
plot twist. Raymond Spalding, the man who Grayson tricked, becomes the better player between the two.
Is he wearing his Natty ring?
Probably.
I'm sure he is.
Okay, let's be honest. I'd wear my national championship.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the
All
Natty
the
ring.
time. You wear it all the time. Once again, Coach K putting in more players than
Oh,
Cal.
don't even start with this.
You know, we spent a lot of time talking about God. Grayson Allen is jacked.
Yeah. Looks like Ted Cruz has gotten out of the Capitol and been working out lately.
Okay, so we talk about UK having 2 graveyards. Where's
Oh,
Duke's
whoa,
graveyard?
whoa, whoa.
Oh, what's
Hello,
this?
Bulls.
That was quick.
Pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Chandler
Yeah.
Hutchison.
Yeah.
We knew that.
Boise State University.
I like that pick.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, they
I
did.
question the fit with Zach LaVine, however, because I don't think that Zach LaVine can play the point guard.
No, you slide Hutchinson at the 3, you keep Chris down at the 1.
We'll see.
I mean, what? Chandler Hutchins is like 6'7", 6'8", something like that.
I thought he was 6'7".
Yeah, he easily plays.
Either
the
way,
3.
he's got a ton of length, which is essential in this league. I like it. Great 3-and-D guy, proven winner. Oh wow, first Boise State player drafted in 19.
Roberto Bergensen.
Berg. I've never heard of Bergerson. I've never heard. No offense, Mr. Bergerson, but I've never. No. I don't know. That's a good pick. So you think Portland is going to take Keita Bates? Yo.
I don't know. It depends on what the Pacers do. I can see the Pacers taking him.
Yeah, see, he's 6'7".
All right. Clearly, this
Wow,
is the moment.
197. He is tiny.
Yeah. All right, folks. Clearly, this is the moment that Griffin's been
Anticipating.
for his entire summer. Griffin, the pick's here. Who do you think they go with?
No, they're on the clock.
Yeah.
And I don't think they turned it in already.
Well, I know. I didn't say that. I just said the pick.
I'm gonna say Brunson. Collison,
Who would be the backup option if they don't pick Brunson?
Bates Diop. They just need another. They just need more bench pieces. Brunson's a guy who, I mean, he's a winner.
I really like that comparison, by the way.
Jalen Brunson's a winner, and he could be the Pacers starting point guard for the next 10 years. He could play next to Oladipo because he's not as ball dominant as other guys in this draft.
Yeah, I really like
And
that.
he can contribute now.
I really like that comparison. Hutchinson with Kuzma.
Yeah,
Obviously, Hutchinson's a little bigger.
real lanky
Yeah.
scorers. Yeah.
I like that.
I think they're going to go after Nee Simmons. I know that's a guy they're interested in. I think that's the pick.
I don't even think they
The
worked him
Pacers?
out.
Won't be the first time.
Yeah.
What'd you know, for example?
Uh,
Kyle
I-
Wilcher never visited
No,
UK.
I was wrong. I know who they're going Aaron Holiday.
Are they really? Ooh, that's a good pickup.
Quit looking up on Twitter. Quit ruining this for me.
Dude, let's be honest though, that's a good pickup if you're. You would like that, right?
Holiday?
Yeah.
I think I would.
He can play. Could Holiday play a little point guard?
He is a point guard. He's only like 6'1", I think.
I thought they
He's
played
6'2".
shooting guard. I thought they had him shooting guard.
No, he's
Well, he played shooting guard because
He's
Lonzo was there.
he's every bit of a point guard. I mean, he'd be fine because they need scoring off the bench. He can slide in when Collison's going.
I really want to figure out why Robert Williams.
He's a very similar player to Collison.
You're just saying that because they're both from UCLA.
No, I'm really not. They're both like score first point guards.
Yeah, Collison's just solid. He's just really solid. Aaron Holiday's a little bit more of a wild card, I want to say. I wouldn't be.
It'll be fun to play with.
I wouldn't.
2K.
I wouldn't be mad. It's definitely not the worst pick they could have. I got a text from Reese and it says Aaron Holiday sucks.
What? Why is Aaron Holiday?
It's because he can't unseat the 10 turnover game against St. Bonaventure.
I think they should draft Jay Williams.
And
No
the motorcycles.
Trailblazers are getting Anthony Simmons.
Will you stop ruining
Stop.
this for all of us?
No.
Cut it out. Why my phone? Oh man, we got a text. Now I gotta see it. Ow! Oh, ankle gave out.
It says preposterous.
You're preposterous.
You know what else is preposterous?
Don't you say it, Jared. Knock it off.
If Grayson Allen's better than Dunn, they're winning a ship. All right, HB.
Get off that puff puff. Yeah, a little puff puff. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a place we went to Vancouver. There was a place called London Drugs. So imagine like what Paul McCartney would sound like doing all that. Hey John, you want to do a little drugs yet?
Landon, do you do drugs?
No.
Landon is a chronic drug user.
Oh, absolutely. No, folks, I'm really not. But
Don't let him fool you.
yeah, I'm totally the guy that looks like he's on drugs half the time. Speaking of people that are on drugs, the 76ers. What were they thinking? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm guessing they just had an eye to the future more than anything. Keep trusting the process.
I wonder if LA, now that Robert Williams is still on the board, goes back on their promise to Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, no, for real. Huh. I could see Portland taking him. Put him next to Nurkic.
But they have Swanigan. What? Swanigan's not a bad player.
He's not an NBA player. Never forget Hammer and Rails making fun of OG because he only averaged 6 points a game and saying Swanigan was going to be better.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Well, note to self, Hammer and Rails can't be guessed with them. Got it.
No. I refuse. I will fight them.
Wait, is that Purdue?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, don't worry
Purdue's
about that.
SB
Don't
Nation.
worry about that.
Come on, Pacers.
What are you going to do if they take somebody like Hamid or Winion? Who I like, but
If they take Winion, I'll laugh because of the memes and I'll cry because of the pick.
Winion, I actually think adds value to an NBA team just because of his length and the fact that he
yeah.
can shoot. But with that being
There's-
said,
I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's a place for you if you're 7 foot, can block shots, and can shoot. I don't know where, but there is a place.
Malta with Derek Elston.
Eric Elson's a monster. Don't disrespect.
You won Malta League MVP.
You did.
Mr. Elston, I still respect you. Just don't eat me.
He would eat you. The Tipton tornado. He would kill you.
That's right, he went to Tipton. Forgot about that. That's right, we're tapping into our Tipton audience, folks. Big audience.
Lou LaFever.
Let's see.
All right, what we got?
Oh, here's Adam Silver, the commissioner.
Come on, Pacers. Give me something good.
With the 23rd pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select
All right, so Jared officially is ruining all
Jared's
these picks.
ruining all the picks.
Jared, you suck!
And with that, the green room is closed. Aaron Holiday had to wait, but wait, it was well worth it.
Reese is not happy at all
Drew and Justin.
with
They
that
play
pick.
the lead. Drew, of course, with the Pelicans. Justin with the Bulls. Now, Aaron Holiday.
I would have much rather seen Brunson if we were going to go point guard.
Those two brothers.
I mean,
First
well,
of all, most underrated.
we'll have to wait and see. If Aaron's anything like Drew, by all means, yeah, let's do
I
it.
don't see the issue because that you Reese are. Brunson's
I don't know.
good, but Brunson's undersized. Brunson is about what, an inch or two smaller.
He's bigger. He's taller.
Just fine here.
I thought Brunson was 5'11".
Brunson's listed at 6'2". Aaron
Oh, what?
Holiday's listed at 6'1".
I love the pick.
Aaron Holiday going
But
up
anyway,
the lead.
Holiday is just as good of a scoring option. It could be more explosive, but let's be honest, it's not
Jalen Brunson is actually listed at 6'3".
He's not 6'3". I don't care what that says. Other game, he did not look at all at 6'3". Now, let's say this though.
This finisher at the rim.
This
with a-
pretty much fits exactly what Indiana needed, though, right? An explosive pointer. Now,
Explosive scoring option off the bench, yes.
so are they looking at getting rid of another UCLA alum? They gonna let him walk, or are they
They
gonna
have a team option on him. I don't know. I don't think Holiday's ready to step in and start game one. They'll probably, I would imagine they'll either, I mean, they could trade them maybe. Jameer Nelson, interesting.
Oh, I like that.
Prime Jameer made a finals. Prime Dwight.
Prime Jameer almost made an All-Star. I think Prime Jameer might have actually made an All-Star team. I don't know.
I mean, he's solid still. I don't know. I think I would have rather seen Pacers go wing. Get someone like Bates Diop or Melvin Frazier.
Did Charles Bassey just reclassify to 2018?
He did.
Oh, well, he moved ahead of Romeo.
That's not surprising.
It's not?
No. He was number one here. He was number 2 in 2019. That makes sense. Portland. What are they?
Good television show.
Huh?
Wait a minute. Portland. Yeah, is it? You ever heard of a Portland television show, Fred Armisen? Good show. Big SNL guy.
Drew Holiday to Pacers confirmed.
Yeah.
I would not be mad.
I think the most interesting pick for me is not even the LA one. I want to see what Philadelphia does at 26. So you trade McCall, you trade Bridges. So what's the direction you're going in now? It's a guard-heavy draft, but you got guys that most likely Robert Williams will.
Robert Williams is interesting. He's him floating around there. I'm
could use the depth.
really intrigued to see where he ends up.
Let's see. My phone died. That's lovely. So, well, we've been down here for 2.5 hours. It seems kind of appropriate. Oh well, but kind of disappointed. Like Ethan's questions kind of stopped.
Well, it's because Jared left. We no longer have a Jared. Got this from Reese. He does not like it.
Folks, we can't show that on air, but that's okay. That's fine. Tell you what we can show you. That's our appreciation for you guys coming and sticking around for this long. Really means a lot to us. That one warrior who's still
Was probably HP.
At one point, though, I think we had 9 or 10, which was nice.
Yeah.
But
That's the back end of the draft. No one really cares at this point.
oh, totally agree. When I was younger days, I was able to watch it.
Like, the only reason I cared about the back end is because of what the Pacers were going to do. Now that's over. I'm checked out.
Mm-hmm. I do like those Rip City jerseys. Those are kind of nice.
Those are sick. Now, do they trade McCollum, Nurkic, or Lillard? One of those three. I've seen rumors that they might they were thinking about trading Dame or CJ to the Cavs this offseason.
I think it's kind of dispelled now. I mean, maybe not McCollum, but Dame, because they brought Sexton in.
Yeah, probably.
McCollum, I can understand. Who are you going to give up? You're not
If
giving
you're-
up that
if you're
8
Cavs,
anymore. Yeah. I I still don't think.
I mean, they could in theory send back Sexton, and they probably send Kevin Love too.
Stay with Sexton. That guy is exactly the kind of player that you need if you're the Cavs.
Young Bull.
No, he's a Cavalier.
No, he's Young Bull. Did Alabama beat Kentucky this year?
I don't think so.
Shame.
Yeah, well, shame that y'all can't beat Wisconsin. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Neither can you.
We beat them one time.
You didn't win the one that counts.
No, we did. So what? 2014 just died.
Blazers, who you got them taking?
Bates, Bates, Jump,
It's Diop.
whatever it is.
I'm gonna say
Anthony Simmons.
Is that? Where did you read that?
Multiple people.
I saw it on Twitter. They're taking Simmons.
That's just weird.
That is rude.
Oh, please. No one cares at this point. Our stream's
It's
down
rude.
again.
It's rude to us.
We're fine.
It's very rude to us.
Yeah, we're trying to do our jobs here. You're unprofessional. Just Bud walks in, waltzes in. Hey, look over there and take it.
Unprofessional butt.
Screw Waj and Shams though for tweeting out ahead.
Isn't it Woj?
I don't know. Who cares?
It's a Woj.
He gets paid. He gets paid to listen to. He gets paid so other people can do his job for him and then just tell him what's happening.
He gets paid to listen.
He
I
does.
wish my mom did that.
That's all he gets to do. That's all he has to do.
24th pick, folks. Let's see what happens.
With the 24th pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Anthony Simons
I can't stand you
Altamont
right now,
Springs,
Jared.
Florida.
Stop doing this.
Ah, take that, HP.
Anthony Simon from IMG Academy.
That is right.
Wasn't he committed to you?
Yeah. Stick it on mute, Landon.
Anthony
So Billis
Simon.
isn't talking over us. Man, he would have been really good at U of
Our
L.
stream's down.
Our stream is
No, it's
not
not.
down.
It's still
man.
green over there.
Yeah, it's just buffering on yours because your classic Wi-Fi.
Well, it's actually
Your
your
Wi-Fi.
Well, guess what? It's your computer, so tomato. Petrino Patino.
Ooh, that was nice.
I've actually not watched his highlights.
I
at all.
haven't either. I just kind of gave up on him. That's interesting though, because do you think that they see like writing on the wall for Dame or CJ leaving?
Yep, absolutely.
One of them's got to go.
Eventually, I think that.
No,
I think one of them has to go
soon.
I think one of them has to go eventually.
Okay, this is the only pick I care about, like left in the entire draft.
What about Philly and Boston? Those are gonna be interesting picks.
No, this. I really hope this is Mitchell Robinson.
I got it.
I really hope this is Mitchell Robinson.
I got it. Boston takes Robert Williams. Think about that.
The Lakers
Oh,
are on the
my.
clock, you idiot.
Are they going to take Robert
We're talking
Williams?
about picks that we're looking forward to.
Oh.
Think about it. Can you imagine having Robert Williams with his potential and his explosiveness, and you pick him at 27?
And you just put him on the bench. You bring him off the bench. Danny Ainge is going to win again because Danny Ainge just keeps winning.
I'm telling you, I don't think Robert Williams is that good. I didn't even have him in the first round on my mock draft.
Which isn't. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Did you not? You didn't have Robert Williams? Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy. Robert Williams was like a consistent.
He's the best big man in the class outside of the.
I did not.
Outside
I'm
of the
telling
top
you
five.
right now, I did not have him in the first
Yeah,
round
I
of
can
my
see
mock
that.
draft.
Trayvon Duval did not get drafted at 22.
Okay, that was a mistake, and I left that on there because I'm too
I
lazy.
told you
to
that
fix
for
it.
like 2 months. I'm like, Jared.
Do you know the last time I looked at that mock draft?
Don't tell me.
When I made it.
By the way, can you tell Ethan Urbanski to come back? I was kind of enjoying his presence. He was a funny guy, and now he's gone. He left, just like our other viewers.
Yeah, I'm the only one. I'm literally the only person on this right now.
But I mean, look at these other. Like this is the official live draft live stream, and it was at 20,000 earlier. Now it's down to 11. So it's the back end of the draft. No one cares.
You know who cares? I care.
You care? Okay.
I'm glad we're here.
So we'll keep going for Landon.
Hold on, we only got 5 more picks. We'll be fine. I never.
I really can't.
You just can't help it. I feel like in your head there's just a giant monkey.
The more I think about it, the more and more I like Doncic and Dennis Smith together.
I think it's a good combo. I don't know. I would have liked. Oh, that sauce is really spicy.
Like, Doncic, I've said it before, Doncic isn't, he's not going to be a good enough athlete, I don't think. His playmaking will be limited over here, but I think Dennis Smith takes a lot of pressure off of him for that.
Hey, we got another person coming back.
Yay! It's probably HP.
I miss HP's quotes. I miss HP in general. Oh boy. Well, folks, we're here with 5 more picks in the first round and however many minutes for the episode, and we're currently watching a local Subaru commercial.
Because Magic won't hurry up and make the pick.
Oh,
They're probably getting investigated for tampering.
Even though they probably. Even though they promised Mitchell Robinson.
They did promise Mitchell Robinson. Actually, I think that was proven false, but still, I'd like to see Mitchell Robinson.
Do you know how funny that is, though? You have to sit down. Now, everybody, we can't be messing with the rules.
It's actually funny that you bring that up because the Lakers literally brought everyone in the organization in and got preached on about tampering.
Oh boy! All right, hey,
bring back Jim Buss.
Oh, pick's not in. Or Mitch Kupchak.
I kind of want the Lakers to run over the clock before they announce who they're picking.
And they get the pick taken away.
I don't know what happens. I'm curious.
I don't get why you still Robert Williams.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Please don't draft Robert Williams.
What is wrong with Robert?
Please
You want
don't
Mitchell
draft
Robinson, but not Robert Williams.
I want Mitchell Robinson. He's big.
Robert Williams is huge and just as explosive.
He's 6'9".
What's your point?
Please don't be big. Please don't.
What is
Robert
wrong?
Williams.
What is wrong?
So you want a guy that's not going to be able to play for 3 years?
The pick's in.
Okay, well they haven't even gone to silver yet. Getting testy with me, Jared. I don't like it.
I'm testy. This is the last pick I care about.
Philadelphia is an interesting pick. Boston. I think these actually isn't the last couple.
The Nets, Jared.
Oh, I don't
The
care.
Nets rebuild.
I don't care about that pick. They still suck.
They have Channing Frye.
And then they need Herman Cain.
They're gonna have $70 million in cap space.
And they're going to get Mozgov again.
That was Mitch Kupchak.
Yes, it was. Bless you.
And this is Magic, who wasted his second pick on Lonzo Ball.
No, this is the Lakers.
Come on. Come on.
Keep it muted for Jared.
Please don't.
With the 25th pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Moritz Wagner.
Whoa! Whoa!
Michigan.
We love Big Ten guys. Let's go.
Mitchell Robinson dumped at the altar by Magic Johnson.
They have been really wanting a. They have actually been really wanting
You
a
call
stretch
Milwaukee Wagner in the first round?
I had him going 30th to the Hawks.
That's
yeah.
close enough. I like that.
I do too.
Granted, I like Mitchell Robinson and Robert Williams better, but I still like that.
The Lakers still don't have a down low defender because he's kind of weak down low. But he's a great guy to space. Oh, yeah.
No, that's really what they wanted. I know they really wanted a power forward who can stretch the floor. I think he does that. I mean, this to me tells me that Julius Randle is playing full-time center.
Sharman and Villanova up there, and then I would put Mo Wagner up there as well. Mobile, crafty, fundamentally sound. Not a great athlete.
He's a great passer too.
But
I know that
that
highlight, but no, I forgot about that. He's actually a really good passer.
He's a really complete offensive player.
Solid rebounder too. His evolution.
That's a good pick.
His evolution from last year to this year is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I remember he played well. Not to bring up old memories, HP.
Dick.
But
Mehmet Okur, that's a blast from the past.
no, I like that comparison. See? Yep. I like that comparison.
It's got to be Dirk. He's from Germany.
Every German player have to be
from?
That's a good question.
Probably Turkey. It sounds like
That
Turkey.
sounds Turkish. Sixers. I really wonder what the Sixers are going to do now.
currently what? Who's
Robert Williams
You know
is
who the
still
Sixers
there.
are going to take? You know who the Sixers are going to take? Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I can see it.
Let me ask you all this.
Because they're probably because of Fultz.
Let me ask you all this to actually leave some structure on this. Who is the most surprising player that's still on the board? Other than Robert Williams.
Probably Kyrie Thompson.
Kyrie Thomas.
Kyrie Thomas.
I don't know.
It's been a long night.
It's been a long night. The dude from Creighton.
This is our endurance marathon.
That guy's really good. I watched him
Yeah,
play.
he is. He's a really good scorer.
Who tweeted? Oh, Josh Hart.
Josh Hart tweeted?
Yeah, he said, "Welcome to the family." I like that, man. That's a very unconventional pick,
Yeah,
though.
that's a good pick.
76ers, Boston, Golden State, Brooklyn, and then Atlanta. What are we going to see? We don't know, folks. And frankly, Griffin and Jared are just kind of out of it. That's okay, though.
The Indiana Bruins. That's their fourth player on the team. That's the fourth player on the Pacers from UCLA.
Leaf, Collison, don't tell me.
Holiday.
And
I don't know if you'll get this one.
who's the last one?
Ike
Oh.
Anigbogu.
I thought he was from Zaga.
No. That one's kind of cheap though, because he played like 2 games.
I know. He made the roster and he played, man. It counts. Oh, good for you, Mo Wagner. Guaranteed contract, too.
Yeah, because he's a first round pick.
That's
Did you see that?
no.
Colin Sexton says he wants Kyrie's number. He wants to be number 2.
LeBron, how do you gotta come back to Cleveland?
The disrespect. Uh-oh. Complete the
I
process.
saw Colin Sexton. I thought a trade happened. I'm like,
Colin Sexton to the Lakers.
strive for goatness. Philly wants LeBron. Well, guess what, Philly? You're not getting LeBron.
You're not getting the Lakers are overwhelmingly favorites to sign LeBron.
Oh, cool. A bunch of drunk idiots think that LeBron's going to the Lakers. A bunch of drunk gamblers think LeBron's going to the Lakers. It's confirmed.
I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, well, I can tell.
Take Robert Williams. Come on, you can do it. Never again.
What?
We're not doing this again.
We just died. It's been boring.
This has been a very boring draft. I was very underwhelmed by this draft.
I'm the only one watching it. I'm serious. We could kill it right now and no one would ever notice.
Jared, no!
We've been going for 3 hours.
We're not going to get close to 4, so that's good, I guess.
Oh, well, I don't know. It depends on how long these picks take.
There's 4 left.
Here, we've
5
got
minutes, 20
4
minutes.
more picks.
It's a maximum 20 minutes.
You got 5 more picks. It's going to be all right. You're going to hang in there. We're going to do this. Oh, my gosh. We're at 3. Oh, my goodness.
Are we uploading this to iTunes?
Yep. Oh, I don't have to, actually. I don't care.
Yeah, I think it's kind of stupid.
Yeah, I don't really care.
We're going to leave this on YouTube?
It stays up
automatically
anyway.
uploads. I'm the only person watching.
You should probably cut it.
All right. Well, should we? Should we hold out?
We can cut it. I don't care.
I don't
All
really
right.
care.
Well, folks, I think we're going to cut it here early. So for
Because
those,
no one cares about this part of the draft.
So for all you who stuck around, thanks a ton. Until then, stay neutral, and we'll probably come out with something Monday like we usually do. So stay tuned. Adios.
Adios. Thank you all for tuning in.